Welcome everyone who can now hear us. Hopefully we didn't just go through a whole spiel and everybody missed it.
They did. They probably didn't.
Anyway, we're just going to ignore all that. So fill in the hello in your head, and we'll just move on from there. Just trust, mine was very good this afternoon, and you should feel bad that you missed it. So anyway, moving along, what's going on, guys?
So what's going on, Dane, is that me and Levi for lunch actually just had some Puerto Rican food.
Delicious. We went to a new restaurant, not new, but new restaurant.
New to you.
New to us.
Yeah.
Across the street. Literally.
Across the street.
Across the street from my old detail shop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not across the street here, because I was about to be very confused.
Across the street from my detail shop.
Yeah.
What's
it called?
Wepa. Wepa! And I had some mofongo.
Yeah.
With a little pork on it, little rice and beans. Anthony, what'd you have?
So like I also had some mofongo with some rice and beans, and I had the fritas.
Carne fritas.
So
delicious.
And they were soaked in a red wine, pork, whatever the heck it was. Then probably fried a little bit. So right now my stomach is feeling slightly uneasy, but I'm not sure if it was because of that or the flan I ate, right? Just because, just the richness of the food.
Never complain about flan.
I'm still burping it up, so it's delicious.
I am too, but we are mofongo full.
Yeah, full of mofongo.
It is dense.
Yeah, it's enough to get you through
I did not
the day.
know that plantains were so dense as
delicious.
They absolutely
delicious food.
But I could easily survive off of that, right? If I'm stuck on an island or whatever it may be.
Oh, now they're saying no sound again.
No, that's from 3 minutes ago.
That's from a while ago.
Okay,
Ignore
good.
all of
but
that.
I guess
the comments in there. So
good. Okay, all right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that
our Puerto Rican friends.
I've had plantains quite a few times, right? Yeah. But every time I've had it, it's always been different, right? So this particular time, the way that was seasoned, right, savory, right, garlic, a little bit of,
had some chicharrones in it.
Yeah, it was really good. But I think maybe I'm more of a sweet plantain kind of guy, sweet mash plantain.
Yeah, we can get that next time.
Something of that sort. And so. Good food. And so we did that. But other than that, right, so some housekeeping, other things, right? So hopefully everybody enjoyed the Valentine's Day sale, right? It seemed like Dragos were on deck constantly, right?
Nothing better than a dozen Dragos to give your loved one on Valentine's Day.
Basically,
the only other thing better than 12 Dragos would be an edible arrangement.
Ooh.
True. Unless it's given to your wife, if she does not like edible arrangements. But.
Yeah, it doesn't work for my wife. But for other wives and partners, possibly.
Yeah. I just want to say, though, that I think that the 12 for 12 deal is probably the best deal we've ever had in terms of, Dragos. It's insane. A bucket towel, right?
Oh, it's crazy. Deal.
For a 70-30 towel with a butter soft suede edge on it. And it looks good.
There's no limit either.
It'll last forever. I don't think there was a limit.
You could have bought 4 dozen of them if you wanted to at a bucket towel. Probably.
I hope people did. I hope, because that would probably make the most sense.
Hans, thank you so much for cutting right to the heart of this whole thing, which has nothing to do with the conversation they're having right now. Your hellos were stolen from you, and I am sorry about that.
Dane is not going to give them back either.
Truly sorry. And, David here asked so nicely.
Yeah,
do you want us to recreate the intro just for these guys?
I think they just want to hear your sultry voice.
But I want to do the left and the right, the whole thing, because that's what people
I'm not ready for. I'm not ready for that.
You're not feeling. Hello, and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday. We're here today. I am your host, Dane Hennon, and to my right, Levi Gates.
Hello.
And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Wepa.
There you go.
There, I felt that. Okay. Yeah. All right, now, you've got it. I appreciate you looking out. Now, moving along here, other housekeeping. What's going on, TRC?
Look at all our island friends saying Wepa in there. Look at that.
A lot of friends popping in to make sure.
Otro Boricuas, huh?
Yeah. So I will eat mofongo with all of you, right?
Yep.
If I get down to Puerto Rico.
It's funny, we're sitting in that restaurant. Building has been completely renovated.
Yeah.
Completely renovated. Used to be an old mechanic shop, Volkswagen repair shop.
Yeah, it smelled like cats.
And I remember walking in there and the place reeking of cat pee. Because the guy that ran it basically lived there and had a bunch of old cats that just lived in the building.
Yeah.
It was bad. There was a lot of garbage. Anyway, beautiful to be able to walk in that building, looking fresh, smelling fresh, totally renovated completely. I mean, they basically took that building down to the studs and put it back together. Really cool spot. So very nice. I think
Dane would really like it there. Because
I think it's perfect Dane
vibes. And Dane could go there and say, "How's the mofungo here?"
What kind of plantains do you got?
What kind of plantains do you guys use? Are they organic
I could
plantains?
go for a savory plantain.
Yeah.
We all know Dane's major taste bud senses is primarily savory.
How much nitrogen is in the soil of the plantains that you guys are producing
That's a
here?
good question.
Yeah.
Right? Asking the important questions. But
so the point is, we're probably going to go there tomorrow, too.
Maybe if my... I need to see if it burns clean.
Okay.
But going back to what I was saying before, right? So the
Dragos.
February sale, awesome. Hopefully everybody scored on G-Technic products as well, right? 20% off of G-Technic is awesome. And I think, though, that the Dragos and the 60-pack, right?
The 60-pack.
My two favorite things.
6 Eagles.
A dozen Dragos and 60 Eagles, right? What more could you want?
So good.
And if you order that pack, right, especially the 60-pack, then you'll notice when you receive it, it will be in the new TRC bags.
That's right. The 60-pack in the bag. Very cool.
So we are so pumped on those bags, and we hope you guys really like them. We already know that a ton of people have been tagging us and posting all of their Teal Eagles. They got their Teal Eagle 450s from Amazon, which has been super awesome. And people are digging them, dude. They love it.
So little digression on those bags.
I love it.
So that's been a couple of years for us developing, trying to figure out the right type of material for a bag, figuring out what we can print, how we print, what registration looks like on it, how best. Next day Nate put in a ton of work.
Oh yeah,
literally 2 years of work on that project.
SEMA a couple of years back.
Yeah, and you saw a version of it at SEMA 2 years ago, but this SEMA, we had the actual bags,
the legit,
available at SEMA, so you could actually look at them, see them, touch them, feel them, and then we released them. And they are currently, all of you in Europe, Patrick and the guys at Rag Company Europe, we sent a bunch to them. They've already started packaging almost all the towels in those bags. So all you folks in the EU are getting the bags in almost every combination of the towels. We've got a large and a small size bag, or a medium and a small, or a medium and large bag. And then here, those 450s were the first launch of that bag for folks on Amazon, unless you bought the 60-pack.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you scored the 60-pack, you could get it in the bag, too, from ragcompany.com. Now, future, those are going to be bagged in the factory. We've sent the bags to the factories to have them start bagging. But we've still got, 20 containers that are in transit coming over. So it's going to be a while before everything gets in. So it's still going to be a special kind of item for folks. So
this stuff takes time.
It's going to be really cool though to see has that transitions. But that's, I think, those of you that got the 60-pack, first time getting the bag from direct ragcompany.com. So just wanted to say that's an item goes in the shadow box.
Yeah, true.
And David here has a question regarding that.
Yes. Also, is it only the Eagle 450s with the new bag? As of this point in time, yes, David, for Amazon specifically. Yeah. But again, like Levi said, if you would order the 60-pack, right, then you would have gotten a bag as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, Smooth Design. It came out brilliant. Smooth Design. I can't wait to get my own set.
There
Says Clean Start Detail. Heck yeah.
Indeed.
Teagle, right?
Dabbler calling it the Teagle.
Dabbler. We've been calling it that for a long time. I just want you to know that was one of the code
Very
words.
long time.
Besides that, Grand Bastard of the Year, right, gets announced tomorrow. Dane has sent me the tiles, and so
on the edge of your seats.
Are you guys on the edge of your seats?
I
right?
know they are.
I know G. Davis is eagerly awaiting.
Very much so.
Eagerly awaiting.
Eagerly awaiting. Speaking of Peacemaker. But so tomorrow we're going to be posting that up. So I just wanted to say, congratulations ahead of time. And obviously, looking forward to seeing people's reactions. It's been one heck of a ride. Heck, it was hard, man.
It was
hard. Yeah. I have to tell you guys, we had so so many good people this quarter. I mean, some like
this whole year.
Some where I'm like, can I give them an award for just existing because they're just good people?
It's being so amazing.
But like, unfortunately, I asked the bosses and I said, hey man, how many awards can I give out? And they said you can do a Grand Ambassador of the Year and you can do 4 runner-ups, right? Which is more than last year. I only had 3.
Well, it's because we said. It's because you said. You said. I didn't say anything, but you said. They did so good.
They did so good. And so, like, it was just really tough because it's like, I want to, like, obviously reward everybody, which was, I mean, technically they've been rewarded, right? Being part of the program, they get all the swag, they get the inside information, they get to, contact me at midnight and say, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, you can't. And like, but I'm a Grand Ambassador. I said, I guess you can ask me
they're
that,
like, you
right?
should go FaceTime, and you're like, I'm asleep in bed with my wife. And they're like,
here.
It's cool. Just put on FaceTime.
Lex Garage, messaging me in the middle of the night. I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now? It's not like 2 o'clock your time. He's like, yeah, the kids and family are asleep. I said, I'm going to have to talk to you in business hours tomorrow.
Being selected at the beginning is its own reward. Yeah. Certainly.
Well,
because that comes with...
It comes with the territory.
All the things you see...
Some gear,
but so that's where it's like, it's for the people that do go above and beyond that we recognize that do put in a lot of effort in one way, shape, or form. And so tomorrow, we're gonna announce that. I know it's been a while. It's honestly, there's not gonna be to build up. It's gonna be, hey, bam, announce.
It's gonna be there.
Let's get it done. And I'll explain what the grand prize is in the actual post tomorrow as well. So people that are curious, so what the heck are they winning? What are people winning? I'll be in the post.
Yeah.
Okay. So other than that, though, I think that's it. I think. I mean, look out for maybe continue to keep subscribing to the newsletter if you're not already. I'm sure everybody already is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the guest last week having Dave Phillips himself, right?
Yeah.
In the studio answering questions. That was fun.
That was really fun.
He's so great to talk to also because he doesn't make you feel dumb when he answers something. Like he does it in a very not pragmatic way, just in a like, hey, I'm just a guy explaining this stuff, and hey, I can get a little excited and nerdy about it, but he'll explain it to you in a way that actually sticks.
Yeah. No, and he'll do that anytime you're hanging out with him. He doesn't mind talking. He's not one of those like, hey man, I don't want to talk about like this. Let's go look at this.
Like some people whose
you ever watch this show? Like, no, Dave will talk about he'll talk shop anytime you want.
Because some people, when they do that thing all day, they don't want to talk about that in their spare time or their free time. They're sick of it. They don't want to, deal with that. They want to be them outside of that context. So,
speaking of chemistry, who has great chemistry? The new Mountain Dew Rise.
Ooh, is that a new flavor?
Cherry lime lift. This is a new flavor.
Is that a cherry limeade type flavor?
This is a cherry limeade drink, right? From Mountain Dew Energy.
We love the Mountain Dew Energy.
It was, I cracked open the first one of our newest delivery, and I got to say, right, the proof is in the pudding with this one. I mean, it is. Fantastic.
I actually ordered like 2 cases of it specifically for us, and we only got 1 case. That's how in demand it is.
Because they said it's flying off the shelves. So you know what would make this cherry lime cherry lime lift better? A cup of Sonic Ice. Right.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a big fan of the Sonic limeades, right? Diet limeades specifically.
I literally got that for lunch today.
No, you did not.
I have a cherry limeade sitting on the counter just.
He didn't want to bring it in. He didn't want to bring it in because he didn't want people thinking that he was a glutton.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And that was a sugary drink I've had. I normally haven't been drinking sugary drinks.
They have a sugar-free version.
Zero sugar.
You
could have gotten a zero sugar one.
And these ones are zero sugar, but the cherry limeade from Sonic is like sugary.
Yeah, you can get it without sugar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get a sugar-free version. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Today I learned. Okay.
Yeah.
So
anyway, the Diet Sprite.
You go to Sonic next time, right? And you say, hey, I would like to order a cherry limeade, right? Hold the cherry limeade. And they say, sir, do you just want a cup of just ice? I said, yes, but I want you to have the intent.
You can buy a bag of ice.
I want to be able to taste the intent.
Yeah. I want the lime and I want the ice. And then they bring it out to you and I say, don't worry, I brought my own. I crack this open, pour that in, right? They say, sir, you can't do this on the premises, right? And I say,
fair enough.
Okay.
What can you do, man?
Yeah.
So anyways, let's jump into it.
Peggy Trucker Jones.
So I have a question about rinseless wash freezing. I've heard if I shake it very well, it'll be okay. Also, what other chemicals do I have to worry about freezing since my garage is not heated? Thank you. Mostly your soaps. Those are the only ones that may or may not have an issue. Most of the entire P&S line is pretty solid. O&R is really solid. It doesn't
anything
really...
with like a paint preps or something you don't have to worry about.
The alcohol.
Really, the alcohol content will help it. But I would say soaps.
Yeah.
Possibly, maybe a little bit of bead maker. Maybe you might just kind of froth up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's
if you're cold, they're cold.
Many. Yeah.
You know?
Express maybe.
Some people take them, put them in a tote. Piggy, you can put them in a tote and just bring them in the house. You know, for the winter. A lot of people do that. If you got enough money invested,
stick them in just like a coat closet or something to keep them a little warm.
Right.
Well, you know what I find? I find that the smaller my container of chemicals are, the chances of it freezing or getting it icy are much greater, right? Mm-hmm. The bigger my container is, I find that being less likely for some reason.
Well, that's why a big
gallon
freezes a lot slower than a smaller
more liquid,
in the same temperature.
So maybe the answer to your problem is just to buy larger gallons from theradcompany.com.
There you go.
And keep those. I'm just kidding.
You never know.
But bring them inside if you can.
Yeah.
We have Sean Perkins. Prince says, "Hey TRC, just got done detailing my Volkswagen with Mcguire's hybrid ceramic wax and surface sealant spray for the alloys. Would spraying the surface sealant on the tire wall provide some hydrophobic protection to the rubber? Stated multi-use, or should I just use the tire-specific So I just use the tire-specific products, mainly for the fact that it probably won't stick on that particular style of surface. Unless you were to deep clean that tire so deeply that there's just absolutely no residual oil or dressing on it. I would just don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
I would just use a tire dressing.
Go ahead and worry about it.
Tire dressings have hydrophobic properties to them. I mean, I don't know if you realize it, but a lot of them will have hydrophobic properties. So, don't overthink it.
Adam Hancock saying, "What's up, TRC? Happy Friday Eve, best part of the work week."
Thank you, Adam. Dino, what's up, guys? And happy Friday Eve from sunny Austria with temperatures still below 0 degrees Celsius.
That's cold for them.
You ever think about going? You ever think about going to Austria?
I'd love to go.
Do you know any famous? Who's somebody famous from Austria?
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that was a better answer than mine was going to be.
What was yours?
Who do you think?
Oh,
okay, Dane. That was not called for.
Wow, way to set me up for
always
that one.
thinking about that.
Why do you have to go down that
Because he's a bad guy and he's the most famous guy to come from.
Yeah, but I know.
Arguably Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Dino represents that?
No.
Yeah.
Dino's a good guy.
I think of Dino as more of a
Austria is
Schwarzenegger.
beautiful, beautiful country.
Austria is,
I've never been, to be honest.
I have never either.
Yeah.
Just watched a lot of shows.
I wonder how the sheep are there.
They're probably quite fluffy.
Beautiful, I would imagine,
sheep.
Right? Mountainous terrain for a lot of those sheep.
Yeah.
That feels like a very Kiwi thing of you to say.
Hans says, "Happy belated Wednesday," and then Alex Dewar saying,
is
"Happy
he trying to make that a thing?
Friday Eve TRC."
Close to Friday Eve.
Friends, a friend's car has. Dane?
I'm going from page 4 to page 3 because.
But I was still
4.
reading the page. The question.
No.
Yeah.
There was no.
Yeah, Alex Dewar, right there. Happy Friday Eve, TRC.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Skip that. All right.
Jeez.
Happy Friday Eve, TRC. Levi, a friend's car has a ton of overspray from someone painting outdoors. I was going to try lacquer thinner in the interest of time versus claying. Should I apply it to a towel first and spray it, or spray on, then wipe? Do not spray it on the paint. Spray it on the towel, or pour it on your towel. This mofongo is just delicious. Spray it on the towel and wipe it across the surface. That's the easiest, fastest way. Try to stay away from plastics and rubber. So stay away from your headlights, stay away from your trim, things like that. But just wipe it. You're probably going to find if you have a clay towel, I'd wash it and clay it first, because that'll get the majority off a lot faster and quicker. And then any of your residual hit with lacquer thinner. Yeah. That's what I would do.
That's a good idea.
All right, detailing with John saying, on cars from 16 and beyond, I've seen a lot of orange peel. Levi mentioned to me that this is common, but would it be common to wet sand the whole car or just buff and shine with the peel? So you just buff and shine with the peel.
Keep that peel on there, man.
Don't wet sand the car because there's not enough clear coat on it. Okay, John?
Yeah. Precious
not
clear. You cannot re-add. It's not possible.
The imperfections are there to hide the other imperfections.
Well, they added texture to the cars.
The only time that you should ever really even be considering knocking down some orange peel is in maybe like a respray situation to where you're trying to get the adjacent panel to where it looks uniform with that next panel over.
And you can leave texture on it. You can knock the texture down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
To make it match the other cars.
In body shops, right? Texture. In body shops, they will try to match the texture of the orange peel to an adjacent panel, right? Because they said it would look odd if that newly resprayed panel had no orange peel and the other one does, right? So they'll leave some of that peel on there while just trying to match that texture.
Yeah.
And
what you're trying to avoid doing is drawing attention to any one particular place over another.
The reason is as the processes went faster, the quality of the paint, not the quality of the actual paint, but the quality of the paint job had to have some sort of sacrifices put into it because they couldn't get a completely glass surface out of the paint unless they slowed the assembly line process down. If they slow the assembly line process down, you think, let's say we make 100 cars and we got to slow it down to where we're only making 98. You compound that 2 cars per day per year, all of a sudden they're missing out on a certain number of cars. And so they realized that if they could speed it up, they could speed up the process, the paint people could get away with a little more texture in their finishes from the factory, new from the factory. It would mean that they could not have so many worrisome defects. It also meant when cars came out, the guys checking the defects didn't have to check so many. Now they were looking for like hair or dust or a drip or a run or something else rather than, oh man, the whole car's covered in orange peel.
Yeah, the really important.
The nozzle got so it sucks, but at the same time, you got to remember a car company is still a business and they are trying to save money and time wherever they can. One of those big ways now is less clear on the surface of the vehicle and adding orange peel to the texture of the car. So if you go in there and start sanding, you're going to burn through the UV coat, which means that clear coat's going to fail faster because you sanded it.
It's kind of setting them up for disaster in a way.
Don't ever, ever, ever sand a new car unless it's yours and you're planning on just going to let it die and run with it and have fun with it and do your stuff. But if it's for a customer, don't try to talk them out of it. Sand to remove, not improve, especially on newer cars. Okay, you're going to remove a defect, not try to improve the finish.
Jason Rose is against the sanding of the of anything to remove texture. All right, so we have Deep Clean says, "Hey guys, Victor from Paris, California, looking for a tires as good as Mcguire's hyper dressing, trying to test something new. Help me out." So I really like T2, man. I think T2 is fantastic from G-Technic. I also think
PSS is good too.
But what's that?
Coach Kenny's PSS.
PSS is fantastic as well. Hyper dressing is just a good all-around dressing. It is affordable. I don't have anything negative to say about it. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for. I think PSS is probably one of the easiest to apply. It's basically a pure liquid, and you only need like 1 or 2 passes, and you're done. And I don't know. T2 is nice because it's very much a gel-like. It's the opposite of PSS. I'd say either one of those two. We like those products because of the finish they give us. We're all about the finish of the tire dressing, less the application, and we like the way those look.
If the result's worth it, it's worth it. I was also going to say James Cameron did a great job in T2. Dave Cervantes, what's up, guys?
What's up, man? Ken Jeeper saying yo yo. And everybody talking about how
then
they
we have a bunch
sound.
of no sound talk, so we're going to skip through that. Whole lot of comments.
All right, KM says, what is the best way to use iron remover in the sun? Oh, Poet's saying happy Friday Eve.
Yeah.
And then KM, what's the best way to use iron remover in the sun? You use it and you rinse it off, and then you dry it off. If you're in that heavy of a sun, and you're kind of having to bounce back and forth, let it sit, but try not to let it dry. So even if you got to shade the surface with your body, do it. All right, Ricardo, Benjamin, everybody just saying hi. G. Davis says mime is money. And then
they all note that the sound is back.
And then back to the Wepas, and then Detailing Vibes 2006. What is a good soap to put in a foam cannon for a pre-wash before a contact wash?
Active foam.
There you go. Active foam from Coach Chemi. And then Dane talking. G. Davis says he has Mofungo on pork on VHS.
Oh, man, we're already at page 2 now.
Detail Dude. What up, TRC fam? Happy Friday Eve. What's up, man? And then Umberto saying mofongo is plantains with garlic, pork, and other spices. They can also make the mofongo from yucca or sweet plantains.
Ooh.
All I know is it's delicious, and I keep tasting it.
My favorite spice, pork.
I just can't. I can't get over how dense it was.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting there chewing it and chewing it and chewing it. I said, "Wow, this is like you need one mound of this, and you're good for days."
Yeah.
Dang.
A hearty
it's
item.
hearty.
Alex Dewar asking the important question, saying, how busy is Tony's Berries? Is Sherry still in business?
So Sherry's Berries is still in business, unfortunately, as I've been being reminded come this holiday season for Valentine's Day. My plan was to basically monopolize that market and get her out of this, right? Sherry's is done, right?
It's time she retired.
Well, now, fortunately, right, I was able to improve upon the berry process, right? Okay. Remember how I said I needed to go to Chernobyl to
I was going to say, irradiating them.
Well, I needed to get my Chernobyl berries, right? My Chernobyl berries, right?
You know, we've got the INEL here in Idaho where you could have just gone, maybe gotten a couple shovelfuls of dirt.
I already found something better, right?
Run back home.
Literally anywhere in Emmett, Idaho.
The entire town of Arco.
The entire town of Emmett
powered by nuclear energy.
Emmett is radioactive, right? My hate for that town,
I don't think Emmett is. Arco is the town.
The Grand Company podcast is not liable for any potential libel or slander placed on the part of.
I'm telling you, there's radiation there in that town, right? So that's why nobody can leave Emmett once you move there. Okay. So
I think it's the housing prices.
My plan is to start capturing the soil from Emmett, right? Drive over there, like on the outskirts.
They make delicious. They grow delicious cherries,
right? Yep. That's why their cherries are so good, right?
Okay. The opinions expressed herein are Anthony's and Anthony Fisher's.
So I have to grab that Emmett dirt, right? Okay. Bring that back safely to Meridian.
You've got the Ram 1500, perfect for that.
Correct. I can bring a yard easily, and then start planting the berries here, right? Okay. These berries are going to be big. They're going to be voluptuous, right? Here's my problem. I am not a great chocolate dipper.
Okay.
The berries, huge, massive, the size of your face. Yeah. Bigger than cherries.
You have a hard time dipping a berry into chocolate.
Correct.
Is it the angle?
It's a technique situation.
Okay.
It's a technique situation. And it's also the fact that I can't help but eat them myself.
Okay, yeah, you're not supposed to take a bite out of them.
Correct. I know.
Before you dip them.
And then dip back in. I'm double dipping.
Yeah, you can't double dip a cherry.
Thank you,
People are not going to enjoy that.
Yeah. Berries equals questions. You guys are pathetic.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this person is memeing or if they're actually mad and they came here for detailing.
I don't think Harley's
We do answer them a lot, and these guys get derailed, and I get derailed once in a while, but we try and have fun here.
She's just messing with us.
And then we tie it back into.
I think it's he. Okay. So
I can never be sure.
Anyway, so that's my plan, right? So come about a week from now, less than a week, right? Valentine's Day. Just keep a lookout for Tony's Berries, right?
Very nice. There you go.
All right, Inspector M, take us back from the berries. We are talking Happy Friday Eve, peeps. Just got CSL Exo Combo. What 2 towels are the recommended towel for application?
Not application for removal or leveling. Yeah, it's the Pearl and an Eagle. We really like the orange pearls or the ice gray pearls paired with a red Eagle. With the G-Technic products. It looks cool. It works well. But realistically, any type of pearl, we make 4 different colors of pearls, and then any of the Eagles work awesome. So then David says, do I need 24 Dragos? No, but I wanted them. Can I possibly use them with O&R washes? Heck yeah, man. You can use them for whatever you want.
Yeah.
Detail Dude PL. So, regarding all the videos, do you think it's possible to ditch a pressure washer nowadays and go full rinseless? Yes, technically.
If you're dedicated enough,
yes, technically you could. You're still going to need some form of pressure to spray a lot of dirt and grime off, and you are going to find yourself still wanting to use a pressure washer to really get the heavy-duty crud.
Well,
so much
could
better.
a hose do much of that?
A hose could do much of
If
that.
you stick your thumb
However,
over the orifice.
you still need to add a little bit of pressure. So you could find a different hose tip. They make different jet tips and stuff that you could put on your garden
That's true.
hose.
The ones that kind of
the needle
That's what I'm
tips
thinking.
for like a
There's
house.
little valve, right? And
Yeah.
you click that thing over. That would be able to remove a lot of, build up.
Yeah.
And then you bring it into your
Yeah, or
garage
even
and
just
do
the old school
rinseless.
sprayer, like garden sprayer.
It's just if you wanted to
Work.
do that, you
Yeah.
could, instead of pulling out the pressure washer, all the bits, all the
Now-
attachments, and everything like
Yeah.
that.
For years, you and I washed our cars without pressure washers.
Correct. Yeah.
And we used Rinseless at home. Now, Anthony bought an airless sprayer from Harbor Freight, an airless paint sprayer.
I put that feed into the bucket of O&R.
Yeah, instead of paint, you're spraying O&R. And that acts
More
like
pressure-
a mini.
yeah, it's more pressure
It
than
acts
a
like a
pump
mini
sprayer.
pressure washer.
Yeah. And it worked really, really well. And I actually really liked using it until that cord, right? The cord that comes with it is very stiff, right? What you need to do is you need to like really work that thing in, right? It hit my car, right?
Yeah.
And like scuffed it.
Well, it's a
I
high
was-
pressure hose.
And I was like, dang it, right? I got mad about that. And I said, well, it's all good, right? We used it for some videos. We did some other things with it. And then I painted my garage with it.
Right.
I used it for what it was actually intended for. And then I never cleaned it out.
Oh.
And then I forgot to clean it.
Oh, yeah,
for a long
that's not-
time.
yeah, you
And
don't
now
And
broken.
then I sold it.
Oh,
But you never cleaned it.
I know, but I sold it
Okay.
for what I paid for it.
okay.
Wow,
So
impressive.
David Cervantes here saying thank you very much, guys. Followed by Lisa Osta.
Lisa says, hey guys, I have a pretty new car, currently 699 miles. What would be the best way to protect my fairly new car? Also, what temperature would it need to be to apply protection outdoors? Thanks. So, Lisa, this is something that for anybody just getting into cleaning their car or wanting to protect it, and I've told people this, I don't mind you using a car wash. I don't have a problem with that. It's
I do.
convenience,
I
right?
do.
It's convenience.
Don't do
You
it,
know,
Lisa.
there are people that are going to take, like my sister-in-law, for instance. She buys a new Santa Fe, Hyundai Santa Fe.
Beautiful cars, yeah.
You know, she loves. She likes to wash her car when the weather's nice outside. She'll wash it because she likes to do that.
Get the hose,
Yeah.
get tan, right?
Yeah, she has fun
Enjoy
with
it, yeah.
But every week she's still running it through the car wash because it's fast. She likes her car looking clean. It's fast. It's white. She doesn't care. But here's the deal. You know what I gave her? Told her get some bead maker.
Yeah.
Have a couple towels in the back. When you come out of the car wash, pull out that bead maker, give it a spritz down. As long as the temperature's warm enough and the sun's out after your car's getting washed,
Like
if
in
it's
the
like
50s
not
Fahrenheit,
freezing, if it's not
60s
freezing,
Fahrenheit?
if it's like
Oh, okay.
45, 42,
40s,
as
okay.
long as it's not freezing cold, you can come out of the wash, pull over, take your towel, take your bead maker, give it a couple spritz on the car, wipe it down, dry it off while you're walking around the car. This will give you enough protection that it'll help keep it looking nice. It'll probably keep it looking newer, longer, looking cleaner longer.
Yeah.
Because you're putting a different type of protection than what the car wash put on. And you can do that and keep that up. And then you can maybe wash once a month instead. So you're not running it through so many times, because it's the people that go like 2-3 times a week. That's when the damage starts to occur.
A week?
There are people that do that, Dane.
Good.
So
Lordy.
they do that. And that's if you can put a product on, because this is kind of a sneaky trick that car washes do, the last final spritz adds gloss, but it also attracts dirt and grime so that your car looks dirtier. And you're like, oh man, I just washed that thing. I need to take it back in.
Guess I got to get the cheap wash that doesn't have that.
Yeah. So then they trick you, but it's that last bit. They always try to change the surface tension on the car so that it looks the cleanest.
It looks
but
impressive
it's always
right
going to be
off the
super
bat.
glossy and try to stay clean, but it's going to get dusty
Yeah.
faster. So that's when Bead Maker comes in handy, or any quick detail spray. Wipe it down, put that on. You're going to be able to not only extend the wash, but it's going to make that car look cleaner longer. Fun fact, that coating I've been testing, Carly walked out to her car the other day and goes, hey, thanks for washing this. I said, I haven't washed it in 2 weeks.
No
It hasn't-
way. She
it
actually
hasn't
said
rained
that?
or anything either.
said
It just
that.
She
was
said
like
that?
Well, it's because I parked it in the exterior wash bay at the MOS HQ.
Oh, I forgot you had your exterior wash bay.
Yeah.
You talking about the grass?
Yep.
You parked it.
Yep. Had it parked there. She walked out to go to the grocery store. She goes, "Hey, thanks for this. Looks
And
great."
what does Carly do when she walks to her car parked in the grass? Does it faze her at all?
No.
Doesn't not bothered by it.
She had a problem with it because she doesn't like them parked there for long.
Yeah.
But I like parking cars there. I think it looks cool. I think it adds a neat element.
So, Graham,
Folks love washing, seeing me wash cars.
A neat element. Just classy.
It's really. I think it's the classiest thing I could do.
Lads, hope everyone is doing well. Optimum Wash and Wax and OptiClean are on their way to me. Whether looking for this coming weekend, quick rinseless wash planned. Oh,
nice,
okay.
Graham. Enjoy it. Have
best
fun.
Of luck,
Enjoy it, man.
Make it happen.
All right, David Cervantes says, so, I'm at a moral dilemma. My lieutenant, who I sold a rinseless wash kit to, has resigned this past week. Should I gift it to him as a gift? Why are you giving it to... Because they resigned? Does he still want to buy it from you?
Just want to make sure I understand the order of events
Is it
correctly.
a sale? Is it a wash packet? Like, what are you giving him? A kit? Like an actual product?
Or
are
is
you
it like
giving him
a
service?
I think he's sold it to him, and then he wants to just give it to him because he quit. Or he retired, or whatever. Should he do that?
Like you're
Maybe,
doing detailing
yeah.
for him, or you literally gave him like products?
Maybe
in the
it
kit?
would be a nice gift, right? I mean, if you,
It's up to you.
I mean,
It's up to you, David. If you feel like you've got the ability to want to do it, if you're planning on making some money off of it, do what you'd like. Then, man, that's the biggest thing I could say. Is if it benefits you in some way, awesome. If giving it to a gift means you can pick up some side work detailing for this guy, cool. Do that too. But it just depends on. I don't want to give you the advice on that. Just. Whatever works best for you in your situation. Yeah. Ed, happy Friday Eve, and thanks for that great Drago sale. I'm almost done with the show I've been performing in. We'll be back to detailing next week. Awesome, Ed. It's great to have a bunch of Dragos. And then David says, well, I guess I'm just going to have to buy more towels then. And Graham says, Teagle, wasn't that one of the banana splits?
Oh, man, that cartoon.
Yeah.
Man, I remember Late Night Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
That was a Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Well, they would play like
guy.
old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff too.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't watch those. I didn't that.
Like, yeah.
I drew my list. What's it called? Grim? What's it called? Grim and there was Courage the Cowardly Dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was my age, right? And there was Grim and something.
Wait, when you were your age?
Grim and Evil.
Oh, Grim and Evil. See, I watched Cow and Chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah, Cow and Chicken was fine.
And
I don't
Two
know what
Stupid
they're
Dogs.
talking about.
That was when I was about 10 or
And Ren
I think
and
about 10 or
Stimpy.
11.
Here comes my girl,
and Angry
Sue.
Beavers and all these like 90s kids cartoons. Yeah. Anyway, Sue here.
Back to
What's
my girl
say?
Sue here saying, I like the Eagle 450's bag design. I'm reusing it for other detailing products. Don't throw the bag away. Recycle. That's a hardy bag. It's a good bag.
It's a resealable deal,
Take it,
so
take it to
use
the
it.
store. Go
Yeah.
get some groceries or something with it. I don't know. It's a great
Depends
bag.
on the grocery store's
But
take
no,
on that.
Sue, good job keeping the bag for other stuff. It's awesome.
Levi. Cameron Mazzina with a good question, Levi.
I know you guys do QC at your Boise warehouse. So if the new 450s are being packaged at the factory, are they doing the QC there, or are you guys still someone? So no, that means yes, they're getting QC'd at the factory. So take that with what you will. We can't unbag every bag.
Yeah,
and
there's not really anything we can
pull
do
it all
about
out.
that. And so
Fold them back up, put them back in the bag. Can't do that. So it's just gonna. It's a part of the growth. It's a part of what we're doing. And thankfully, our factory that they come out of is very good at quality control.
Solid.
On their end, and we don't have hardly any issues with their stuff. The biggest thing I would say with these, though, make sure you're washing them before you use them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. So
Agreed.
just to be safe. True View, True J. Sup, TRC, is your color lock steering wheel repair kit enough for how many cars? Probably like 10 full steering wheels. Maybe
a lot of
20.
steering
Maybe 20.
I can do 10 wheels for sure.
Easily 10 black
Easily
steering
10
wheels.
Wow.
Easily. Yeah. Alex Dewar says, my you up text always went unanswered.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Man.
Oh, this was from back when we were talking.
Oh, no.
It's so funny.
Yeah. G. Davis says, Hans has been contacting Anthony at midnight for years, and that was never a problem.
Well, it's just a matter of whether I respond back, G, right?
Yeah.
It's happening. I just choose to ignore it.
Tony saying, "Hey gents, I missed the episode with Dave from PNS, but does PNS Express Interior Cleaner leave anything behind, i.e. UV protection or any protection
Does
at all?"
not. Nothing.
No.
Just cleans
Although
the
we did
surface.
have a lot of great conversations about other products that do or don't leave stuff behind that you should really go listen or watch that one. There's a ton of great info in there.
Adam Hancock says, I've been using PNS dynamic dressing for a while now and was waiting to try natural finish. What are the differences, and do you think you will carry the product in the future? Yes, basically. So dynamic dressing, unfortunately, was hit by some big price increases, right? Because of the cost
supply chain issue.
And supply chain issue because of the cost of raw chemicals, right? So we're going to see more dressings affected by that, a lot of silicone products, the other things that are going to see issues and price increases from that problem. So natural finish, however, is something that will be unaffected by that. And I mean, I haven't tried it yet. I tried it on one spot on a razor out there, and I actually liked the way it turned out. Mm-hmm. You've been playing with it, but Sydney said that natural finish is becoming one of her favorite dressings.
Correct. Yeah. I like dynamic. I still got like 2 or 3 gallons of dynamic squirred away in my garage.
Gosh, what? But it's a concentrate.
Yeah, you gotta dilute it. I have to dilute it every time. That's why I've got so much.
Yeah.
But no, natural finish. It's really nice. It's just a nice, good dressing.
Good look.
Yeah.
Interior, exterior, everything.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Nice.
Oz saying sup boys. And then Cryptotia. Cryptotia. I know how everything in the detailing world is top down, but what's your opinion on coating your car bottom up, as the bottom normally is the dirtiest and may have the thickest coat on first application? Well, it depends on how you're applying. Many companies ask that you do a bleed line, which is in the middle. You start in the middle of the panel and you work your way up and down. So you literally create your bleed line and then you go up and down through the bleed line. So you're always pulling from that main line to get it, and then you're blocking the rest of it out and you're cross hatching it. So technically you should have the equal amount all the way across the panel. Now, you can always do your second coat heavier on the lowers after you get your first coat on. Or you do maybe one coat on the whole door and then you do a second coat on the lower halves of the door. You can do that as well. So there's a lot of stuff, but.
All right. Then I've got Alex Dewar here saying, I used to store my chemicals in the front closet and the spare bedroom in a tote, then was kindly asked to move them by my significant other. I only agreed by heating the garage.
There you go.
That's a good compromise. Although I have to ask, was the reason they were told to be moved because they were unsightly? In which case, they're in a closet, what does it matter? Or was there some other reason they were taking up space?
Probably smelled amazing.
Yeah, probably.
She's like, this closet smells too good.
Well, if it was all iron removers, I could definitely understand. But if
our coats are starting to stink.
People are into different things, Dane.
First
from Puerto Rico says, guys, mofongo can be made from plantains or sweet plantains and yucca. Just ask them if they have them within their options. I believe they did have some sweet plantain options.
They did. They had 3 different options. And then Alex says, thanks for the answer, Levi. Clay towel, and we'll get a workout. There you go, man.
Now we are here.
Poets saying, I recently saw someone use Motorplast in the wheel arches, if they're plastic, of course. Have you guys ever tried that? Yeah, we did it in our video with Anthony doing his truck.
Yeah.
We've used
used Motorplast for that.
It was probably that video that you were watching was Anthony's truck.
It lasted, it lasted a decent amount of time. I'd probably say, I don't know, it was like 4 months. I think 4 months.
It lasted longer than just dressing.
It lasted longer than just dressing.
But your wheel wells are going to get beat up no matter what you put in them.
It's just, the biggest thing would be prep, right? Because with a dressing, you can just spray a dressing nonchalant into a wheel well and it'll look good for a couple weeks, right? Yeah. The Motorplast looked good for several months, but if you remember, I had to green star my fender wells and scrub them, right? I had to prep all that fender liner to be able to get that Motorplast to stick. And whether or not you're wanting to go through all that prep in scrubbing and agitation and all that for something so little, that's really up to you. Yeah. I realize that that's too much work for a truck that I don't wash as often.
Or you're like me and you have carpeted fender liners, which are a nightmare.
You don't have carpeted fender liners anymore, Dane. You sold that.
But I did at one time.
Yeah.
You did?
They were not great.
Oh, yeah, back...
the Jag has them, too.
The Jag actually has
your Jag does. However, we really can't reach into there. There's no real
No, I made
easy
sure that
access.
the wheel-tire combo just doesn't leave any room to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't see them, it doesn't bother you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a problem if you can't see it.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what? I'm going to
go back.
double check here, make sure we've got base covered here. Where are
Go to
we?
the top of 3.
Okay, top of 3.
All right, Poets. That was that,
There
and
we
then
go. All right.
Adam Cervantes says we were right. It would only make cars cost more, which is in our previous discussion. More clear coat, more money. And Anthony is correct. They actually teach you in school how to match orange peel. A dead giveaway to anyone looking at a car.
Boom.
Neil White saying, good afternoon, TRC. Hope you're all doing well. And Luca Bellotta says, will us Canadians get so lucky to get the new teal towel on Amazon Canada?
Yes.
Always with...
Yep, they are on the way, I believe.
Yep.
Yo Hurl saying, yo, hope the TRC crew is enjoying their day. I have a piece of black plastic on my car that is not clear coated. Can I polish and or sand that to remove scratches?
Yeah.
Should
You
be
can.
able to.
Try it.
Yeah.
See. Terry Schwartz. Have you ever used Motorplast? Do you power wash the engine first or use a degreaser or just spray it on? Yeah, you can do both, actually. You can clean it, you can pressure wash it and just leave it and then put the Motorplast on, or you can degrease it, power wash it, then spray it on.
I still stand by it with being one of my favorite KCS
Motorplast has to have
products.
water, though.
We shot
It's funny. I
videos.
think somebody must have done a Motorplast video this week because, anytime
Yeah.
you see a pattern where people start asking the
We
same
have,
question different
Terry,
ways.
check our YouTube channel and check our product page at theradcompany.com on Motorplast. We have product videos on
About a year
Motorplast and showing you how it's all done. And
It's one
how
of
it
our
turns
top
out.
5 best Koch products. If you ever had to choose a Koch product, it's always in our top 5.
If you have a lot of plastic in your engine bay, it makes it look incredible.
Well, and it's got a benefit too, which is really cool. So, Mean Bee 392.
Yeah.
Hello, TRC. Hope everyone's doing well. What's up, man?
Heck yeah,
Thanks,
man. What's
bud.
going on, dude?
Sean Prince. By the way, Anthony, I really enjoyed the G-Technic clay barring of that Tucson. Using that same shampoo lubrication, could I use a clay bar instead of a clay towel? You could. Yeah, totally.
You can. I just find that with a clay bar with soap, I
doesn't-
find that it gets too slippery sometimes.
yeah,
and
well,
that,
it's hard to make it more malleable too.
yeah.
Sometimes
I feel like
soap
I
reacts.
just drop it sometimes. So
slippery, same
the
with soap.
clay towel really is like the most ideal thing for like a situation like that. But yeah, no, it's a good technique. Make sure you clean the panel first though. If you jump in with the clay and the soap without washing that area off first, you're just going to be scrubbing in contamination. So make sure to hit it with a pad first.
Clean Start Detail, what are your personal preferred ceramic coating products and why? I like using Legend a lot. I found myself now, Legend's like kind of my go-to.
Well, this is how legends are made, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anthony, you?
Me? I know you really like Legend. I like Legend and inspiration for certain things. I like CSL and EXO for the fact that I can just give it to anybody and know that it'll go well.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Dane,
like
what's
Halo
yours?
because I have a coated car and it works great on
You have a
that.
coated car?
I have a wrapped car.
There you go. Yeah.
It's
have a
one of
coated
those
car 'cause you
days.
used
I'm
Halo.
just not on it today.
That's all right.
At all.
That's all right. Nick Stessman. I've seen some detailers using acetone as opposed to lacquer thinner. Levi, you tend to lean towards lacquer thinner. Any particular reason to choose one over the other in your opinion? No. I like lacquer thinner because I've used it for so many years and it's actually fairly safe on clear coat. Acetone, depending on the clear coat that you're working with, you kind of tend to have a little harder cleanability, so to speak. I find acetone doesn't clean enough of the stuff that I want taken off. Lacquer thinner kind of hits all the things. It gets paint, it gets tar, it gets tree sap, it gets all that stuff off so quickly and easily. I don't really have to worry.
I think you've had a lot of good experiences with lacquer thinner not you haven't had a lot of bad experiences with lacquer thinner.
Right, yeah.
To make you think of
The only time I had a bad experience was I had a guy one of our guys, Dirty Dave, took lacquer thinner to freshly laid clear bra.
Melted
Melted the clear bra. clear bra.
Melted.
Streaked it.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Looked like he wiped a towel over it, basically.
Kill it.
Yikes.
And like a dirty window, like streaky, dirty windows. Like you could see they tried to clean it, but they didn't get everything. Like when we were driving up the hill and I was like, dang, my front windshield's all streaky. Remember that? Did you see it? So that's what the clear bra looked like. And he was like, and we tried to polish it out. It didn't work.
Yeah.
We basically had to have the front redone. Pretty frustrating. So anyway, that's one of the reasons. But I like lacquer thinner. Just keep it away from your plastics and your PPF and stuff like that.
X-Men fan here
Try
asking,
on Juggernaut. What pressure washer do you recommend? The Sunjo. Something.
You don't even know what model it is anymore.
No,
you were
no.
so
That's
so
how
good
little
at
he
that.
cares about it.
You were so good.
Well,
he was like
I'm not
the
having to replace it.
Is it 2100, 2200?
No, it says it's a 2030 on it, but that's not the model.
2030?
That's not the model number.
Juggernaut, the real question
pressure?
here is a follow-up question in which we
Let's
ask,
see
what
here.
is your goal with the pressure washer you're looking at? Assuming you're asking 'cause
He's
you wanna
the
buy one.
juggernaut. He's looking just to wash off his juggernaut body.
All right. So when it comes
normal
to
water doesn't work.
oh boy,
Let me look here and see.
all I'm saying
Find
is
the pressure
we have a
washer.
range of experience going from Sunjo all the way up to the Krensla here.
Well, Dane,
in the
how's
office.
your pressure washer doing? You've been doing a lot of washing
Dane,
with
what's
it?
your pressure
There's
washer
probably a
called
total
again?
of
The
5 hours of
What
operation.
Was it a hyper tough?
Yeah.
It's-
I have
here it
maybe
is.
5 engine
The
hours on that thing.
Sunjo SPX 4000, ladies and gentlemen.
4,000.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
SPX 4000, doing great. Currently, pick it up on Amazon, $180 with Prime. You can get it. Actually, you get it on Sunday if you ordered it today.
If you
can
just
get it by
need
Sunday.
something to do the job and you don't care what it looks like and it
Now,
fits into a nice
like I
compact
said,
space, that'll work.
I added a pre-filter that I bought at Home Depot.
Right.
Hook that in. Helps grab up all the
Now,
all
pre-filter,
the
like an inline filter.
inline
like it goes
filter, yeah.
into the
I just
hose.
attached it right to the hose attachment, and then I attached the hose into that.
Gotcha.
Captures a lot of the grit and grime that's in the water, so it doesn't go into
How
the pump.
often do you clean it?
I don't actually ever.
Really? It's
yeah,
managed to do it? It
never.
hasn't cut down on your flow
I
or
don't
anything
think so.
like that?
It seems like it works just fine.
What about you?
I should probably do that, though.
Well, I know what you use too, but
Myself, right? I use the Karcher 1700 cube
which you've replaced, what, once or twice now?
twice now.
Oh my God.
Right? It's been working fine.
Do you wash as much as I do?
Wash quite a bit, but I would say that maybe this summer I probably used my pressure washer, including washing the house and the floors and everything like that. I don't know, maybe 30 something times. Okay. Right? So decent amount, right? At least once a week, right?
Yeah, enough to justify having it.
Yeah, enough to justify having it, for sure. But I just think that I don't know. And that we actually was having a conversation with Josh Brodel the other day, right? Josh in customer service, because Josh is a huge fan of the not Active. What's it called?
I mean, I love Acties, but
No,
those are
what's it
K-trucks.
called? It's the Comet. Comet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Comet, yeah, the Comet, whatever the heck it's called, the Comet, with the built-in reel and everything. He has that system set up at his house, and he was saying how happy of a customer he is that he picked that up. And
Yeah,
he said,
some of it came broken when he got it.
and he said that
They fixed some stuff.
do they
for
fix some stuff? But he said that he's just had a really good experience with it. He thinks the wall mount is really clean and looks really nice.
Well, he's a
and-
big, like, OG watcher.
Yeah, he likes watching the OG stuff. But I mean, it's funny because I was asking him, I said, do you really like it? Do you really, really like it? And he's like, I really, really like it. I said, would I really like it? $500 more than what I paid for my Karcher Cube. Because I bought my Karcher Cube for $89 on Amazon.
That
right?
is dirt cheap.
That was when they
for
were
a
at
good
the
pressure washer.
they were at their cheapest.
Right.
Cheapest. I want to say maybe it was like $100 after tax and everything, but it was about
They're
around
definitely
around
losing money if they go much cheaper. than
Yeah, it was a good deal, man. And so I got that. Matt sells them. I think they're on Amazon now for like $120, $130. Matt sells them from $160. I don't know if he does any or adds anything extra, but it's tough because I'm not gonna lie, right? I know that our Krensla is such a beast here at TRC. It is a beast, guys. I mean, that thing puts out a ton of power.
Yeah.
It's never let us down. It's amazing.
No, it's a good machine. It
And
runs really well.
It's a good machine, but like, can you justify getting $1,000 worth of washes out of that thing, or do you use it often enough to where you would need it?
I don't.
If I had a shop out of my garage, yes, no questions asked. I would just buy it just to get it, right? But I don't. I'm just a weekend warrior now, right? Just
mine does great. Things. I love that little pressure washer. I want to do like you did and do the quick disconnects on it for the hose stuff. Yeah. I really want to get that set up.
My quick disconnects need to be revisited, as I have a couple leaky connects going on right now. What?
Need more Teflon?
No, I just think I need better fittings. I'm just rocking the Amazon fittings.
Well,
we'll have to get some. We'll call our friends at MTM and see what we can get. M Shelter, what's a good interior dressing you could recommend? Top Star's great. Leather Guard from G-Technic, or Matte Dash from G-Technic. Leather Guard. All those work really well. You can even use Shine-All if you like it greasy, or not greasy, but shiny, I should say, glossy. And then you can also, the natural finish that we're going to hopefully be getting one of these days will be there as well. That's a good product, but you can pick that one up at PNS's website. Those are all good. But Top Star probably is my favorite because I like a matte finish. I don't like it to be so shiny. I like it a little duller. It looks like matte finish also, like the matte finish G-Technic. It looks good. Rocky Iverson.
Rocky L. Iverson, as we discussed last
week.
Rocky lives on. We know.
No, it's Rocky Iverson.
Rocky Iverson says, go ahead.
Why do the Drago towels bleed so much more than the other towels? I just turned trying to dry me a river pink.
Rocky.
On purpose, though. Which is weird. So the Dragos.
It is a chip dye.
It's a chip dye. It should be one of the least bleeding.
But they do bleed. You got to think. If you're loading up like 24 Dragos into your washing machine with some white towels.
But we say but use common. Okay, I can't say common sense, but
you can say common sense.
So use common sense, right? And take that color, pre-wash it once, right? About the second wash, it should really stop bleeding, right? That chip dye. And
you got to think about it, guys. Many of our significant others do our laundry.
Yeah.
And we don't.
Yeah, I guess I'm the odd man out. I'm just going to point out I do it myself. Thank you very much.
You do your own laundry?
Yes.
But here's the deal: he doesn't want her touching his stuff.
It's not that. It's just I'm happy to do my own thing.
So
there's nothing wrong.
Here's the deal: my wife does my laundry.
Yeah, my wife does my laundry too.
She also does my children's laundry.
She does. My wife does my laundry better than mine.
Yeah,
but I'm happy to do mine myself.
Correct.
But she says I put my stuff into the drawers wrong.
Yeah.
So I say,
right.
You do such a good job.
Same thing that my wife says.
She's so you just found it convenient.
So what it is
you apply to laundry what I apply to washing my car. Whereas I see something with the car and I go, yeah, if I could just get someone else to wash it.
Yeah. No. So here's my thing. I could wash my laundry. My wife says, why are you wasting the space?
Oh.
I have clothes that need washed as well.
Okay.
I'll just wash them together.
I hate sorting my wife's clothes. It's the worst.
And I go, all right. I don't know what I can and can't dry, though.
Right.
And she goes,
different settings.
Well, let me do it. Yeah. Or, oh, you washed all this wrong, and then this got ruined.
At a certain point, they're basically
because all my stuff goes in. All my stuff goes in cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold. I go ice cold.
I go.
So I can get it the better.
Cold wash. Cold dry,
it's usually a lot
just
of
like I'm washing
darker
microfibers.
Colored items.
I literally wash my clothes the same way I wash all my microfibers.
Yeah.
So she's always like, "Whoa, that's got to be this way. That's got. There's too many things." Yeah. So then I just say, "All right, I'll just let you do the laundry if you'd like," and that's how it works. So point is though, many of us don't do our own laundry, so we forget
to separate
like colors.
Yeah.
If you had a bunch of red T-shirts and you put it in with maybe like the white underwear, you're going to have pink underwear or white socks. You're going to have pink socks. It just happens. It's natural dyes.
Spoiler alert, it's not unique to towels.
Not natural. It's just natural in the world that dyes are going to bleed a little bit.
It is a thing that happens.
Biggest thing with those Dragos, yes, you do need to wash them separately. Yes, you do need to wash them a couple times before all the dye comes out of them, but it's actually not that much.
Yeah,
but it will turn stuff pink.
That's true. So on that note, we are getting ramped up for a quick but short break, right? And I mean, is there anything else? Is there any commercials we're playing?
Well, I was just going to say, me and B saying hello TRC fam. Hope everything's doing great, and that was very nice.
Well, maybe we can have the Eagle 450 on deck, right? Maybe to check that out or something. Who knows?
It's a mystery. We'll find out.
All right, we'll find out here in just a minute.
Let's all find out together.
See you in a few.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Q&A, where we're doing this thing. We're answering detailing questions, and guess what? I got myself a little.
I did too, Dane. I did too.
Really quick, while they're cracking
Delicious
those
Emmett
open,
cherries.
we were talking about at the break how Dane's like, guys, I just feel just a little off today. Like, you know, like things aren't clicking correctly, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I think it was the sound thing that threw me off at the beginning, and it cracks me up because we just have the ad break, right, where we're talking about the TRCMA thing going right there, right, and it just comes in immediately, right, and Dane's just like deer in the headlights. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Boom, you got it.
Dane, you need a win here today.
Oh, come on, guys.
You need some of that structure you
Let's
want.
rally. Let's do this thing. Let's rally on the level of Colin McRae.
So I am going to say, though, this Mountain Dew Energy, it's actually really good. I love
delicious.
it. Like, we love all the flavors of the Mountain Dew Energy. This is just the newest one.
No,
this is good. When we went to Monterey.
It needs ice. It needs Sonic ice.
It needs to be a little colder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cold, but it needs to be
poured
a
in
little
a glass with some ice. That is money.
I will say, when we were in Monterey, and we went over to the gas station next door, the AM/PM, to the hotel, you and I was buying the Peach Mango Dawn.
You were. Yeah.
That is my favorite other
Mountain Dew Energies because they had it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's such a nice, like, it's a basic,
It's good, clean burn.
feels nice. You don't feel like such a hard crash.
Yeah.
So you get with other stuff. But anyway,
All
with
right.
all that, Shetler.
Oh, we
saying,
did those. We are on,
Krenzla
too.
pressure washer for the win. And then Harley saying berries equal detailing questions. You guys are so pathetic. Yo Hurl, chocolate covered marshmallows are better than berries. And then Joe Johns. Hey TRC, I have Green Star diluted 4-1 that I use as a pre-rinse. Is that going to strip the wax I have on the car? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. That dilution
That's a
for sure.
great little little Del Sol there, though.
Yes, it
That's
is.
what you need, Anthony. One of those. You need to get one of those next.
Del Sol, I would love one of those. Go cruising with the top off, right? Mountain run.
Kind of would
Toge.
like one myself.
Toge run.
Oh, we did a toge run this earlier this week.
We did.
In the vehicles. Dane got stuck. He actually almost lost it around a corner and drifted it
That was
sideways.
fun. Everybody hit
in
their brakes,
oncoming
and I
traffic.
was the one who got stopped on the ice, and then it didn't shift into four-wheel when it should have, and I just sat there with my open diff and one wheel turning and the other
Yeah, that
not.
was funny. And we were going up a hill, and there was all those people behind us. That was kind of scary. Anyway, it'll strip it. The Green Star diluted 4-1. If it's just wax, it's probably going to remove it. If it's a sealant, a good chance it'll stay on there. It'll be fine. Coatings shouldn't have any issue, but it will strip wax. So you are going to have to put something back on.
Also, look up the Del Sol Trans Top. Now, that's a rare car.
Han saying, G. Davis, stop selling secrets. You might need a hard hat, I heard. G. Davis says, you need 1 mound of this. Anthony, to Luke Berge at the Town of Emmett Speed Dating Convention. Ed Iverson says, berries with bead makers equals perfection.
Yeah. I like that,
delicious.
Ed.
We already answered Joe
man.
Johns there. So now, detail dude, radioactive towns in the U.S. Does TRC stand for the real conspiracy from now on?
What?
M. Shetler saying, I just ordered some Royal Minx towels. Nice, man. Have fun with those.
Nice.
And back from the dead,
Whoa.
Dane's SVX.
Oh my God, I
Whoa.
was choked on my own
That's
spit.
actually... That's actually my
Is that your
that's
car?
VX.
I've been around the block for a while, wondering if you guys have any tips for fixing the yellowed headlights.
Watch the video where Morgan and Anthony fix the headlights.
Dean,
on my
I just
brother's
can't believe your
Accord.
SVX lives on. It's
I
insane.
love that. I love that.
Well, it's
or
become
as we say
sentient.
on this show, L. Iverson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's become sentient.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just, I can't believe it, man.
One way or another. No, I love that car. I'm glad it's still living somewhere.
Ryan Rigdon, hey guys, sorry I can't stick around. I'll listen later on the podcast. Have a great weekend.
Right on, Ryan.
You too, Ryan.
Then our girl Shelby.
Shelby.
Anthony isn't far off. There are a group of downwinders in Emmett Gem County. Oh my gosh, rolling my eyes.
Talk to them. They're downwinders.
The downwinders.
Shelby makes me feel less bad about the comments I say, because sometimes they say things and
Shelby needs to come visit us.
Because you're tearing up her town, and then she
We need to
agrees
hang
with
out.
you.
Well, I know, but I blurt it out, right? Because it's just how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
in your
Right, and
gut.
I go, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that was a little inappropriate, right? And then Shelby sits here and confirms, and and it thinks, wow, I'm glad I have her on my side.
That,
Makes me
yeah.
feel
Got your
good.
back. She's
Got
backing
my
you-
back.
backing
She's got
you
my
up.
back,
Yep.
right?
Kevin Dillinger, IK sprayer with O&R, then head to the car wash to use the sprayer. There you go. That's another one you could do.
Yep.
Dane's SVX. Dane used to take me through a car wash every week.
It's because I loved you.
No, Dane, look at it now, though.
It was a touchless car wash. Still.
He always
It's the same touch. Takes all his cars to that car wash.
Oh, dear.
JB said, love the style of that last FAQ video Levi did on the PNS products. Only been out for 2 weeks and already at 1K views.
Wow, I haven't even noticed that one, that FAQ of PNS products. We'll have to check that one
FAQ.
out. The problem is some of these FAQs.
So is impressive.
So just so you know, like, thank you, JB, for that. I have to watch it because I don't know which one you're talking about. When we do FAQs, we get a list of like 12 or 14, and Anthony and I and Dane will power through them for a day and try and knock each one out so that we can get them done. And then we don't do FAQs for a while so that the team can make these. So there'll be months that have passed.
There's months between
an FAQ when we did it recently. So unlike the video we just launched about the O&R that Anthony and I did, he did the wheels and I did the body on Dane's truck. That was less than a month ago we shot that one. Yeah. So, but thank you for everyone's comments on that about how good my beard looks.
Yeah.
How if you guys know, I ordered a beard straightener.
Ooh, you actually ordered it.
I'm gonna be tonight. I'm gonna be straightening this, kind of brushing it out. I'm hoping I can get it more majestic looking.
So my scalp massager came in today.
Ooh.
For showers. It's that you mix in your shampoo and you give yourself a scalp massage as you're doing that. And so what it's supposed to do,
that sounds
right?
heavenly.
It's supposed to invigorate your roots, right? And kind of like, it's supposed to help with your just overall skin health on your scalp, right?
Okay.
But by increasing the blood flow with this massaging style tool, right? It promotes, lack of lost hair, right? Or reduces hair.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Okay, that's what the ad said on Amazon.
That's
right?
fine. Right?
It says,
well, that's how you know it's good.
It reduces hair loss. It says it decreases your chances of dandruff, right?
That I can see.
It feels nice.
Oh,
and I'm like, that all sounds like great
also
things.
Two truths and a lie. Is what that sounds like.
Those two truths still sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Feels good, right? Reduces dandruff. It probably just gets all that dead skin off, right? And I'm like, that sounds really nice if I'm in the shower.
There you go.
So, Ken Jeeper here. I prefer an SiO2 WW, assuming waterless wash, a touchless or coin-operated wash.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Same way, Ken. You can do that and hit it with an SiO2, something or other on there. Alex Dewar, Levi, remind everyone of your stoner dip recipe for the weekend Super Bowl festivities.
Good.
I forgot about the Superb Owl Party.
Yes.
So,
are you going to the Superb Owl Party?
I hope the owl is in a good mood this year.
So I got invited.
I want to touch the owl.
I got invited by my neighbors across the street, and I actually asked them if I should bring anything.
Yeah.
So maybe Levi's stoner dip.
All right, you guys ready for this? Everybody get out your stuff. So originally I called it stoner dip. My children now refer to it as Stony Dip.
You know what? That's okay. Let them have that.
I got to use better terminology.
Well,
but here's what it is.
More accurate.
Yeah.
All right.
Blazing 420 dip.
Yeah. Here's what you get. It's better than that, right? Get yourself. Here's how we do it. It's kind of like a 7-layer dip, but it's all one thing. Right? So it's not layers. It's mixed together. So get yourself some Rosarita refried beans.
Ooh.
Get any type of refried beans you like. If you want the fat-free, you want the vegetarian, doesn't matter.
Low sodium.
Low sodium, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So get yourself some Rosaritas. Get yourself a salsa. Salsa of any kind. I'm a big paste picante man. I like their mild salsa.
What about what was a habanero?
I'm not a habanero person, but Dane, you could get the hot. So let's say Dane, you want to do the habanero, you can do that.
It's too sweet.
Okay.
I like
sweet. Here's the deal: take your beans, pour them in your pot, your saucepan, right? So you put them in there, right? Good for Dane doesn't understand what a difference between a skillet and a pot and a saucepan. It's a saucepan.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the thing you'd make soup in, right? So you pour it in there, right? Stir that up. Right? Keep it going. Take your salsa, pour that in. Stir that up inside there. Now, go get yourself one of those sacks. You're going to need about a pound of cheese. Whatever cheese you like.
Cheese sack.
A sack?
A sack. It's the pre-grated, the grated cheese.
It's a bag or a sack?
It's a bag of grated cheese.
Okay.
Right?
You threw me off with the sack because potatoes come in a sack.
Right, no, it's a bag. It's like a Ziploc bag of cheese. You can get it. Tillamook has the farm cut, the heavy, thick farm cut. delicious.
What do you think?
always
Sharp
get it.
cheddar, mild cheddar? What would you recommend?
I like a good sharp cheddar.
Sharp cheddar.
Sharp
is what-
cheddar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get the Mexican blend. You can get all kinds of different versions.
Yeah.
But we're going to go with sharp cheddar. Pour that whole bag in that bowl.
Okay.
Right?
In the pan.
In the pan.
Yeah.
The saucepan. Mix it up. You got to keep it going. Right? Because you need it to melt the cheese.
Yeah.
Save some of that cheese, though, because you're going to want to garnish it, too. Okay.
Okay.
Now, at this point, you're going to take that after you've melted that cheese thoroughly. You're going to
Yeah.
be stirring it, looking. You're going to see the consistency. It's going to
Yeah.
get gooey.
Ooh.
Right? Your beans are going to be gooey. They're going to have a little bit of the vegetables in there because the salsa
It's
and
just
the
not
and the
vegetables,
cheese.
but it's just
right.
So it's kind of a vegetable.
It's made of tomatoes.
I'm
and
imagining
stuff.
Victoria's
yeah,
salsa
not a
right
healthy
now.
vegetable by any means.
So now you're going to take all that. You're going to pour it into your serving bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully large enough for many folks to dip their
Well, it
chips
ought to
in.
be.
Yeah.
Right. You throw your cheese, a little more cheese as your garnish on there. Maybe you want to add some guac. Maybe you want to add some sour cream on top. Feel free.
Yeah.
Apparently, we lost 20 viewers since you started this.
Well, thanks, Alex. Anyway, take your chips, favorite chips, dip them in, eat them, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's all there is to it. All right, David Cervantes says, I bought products for him. I'll deliver them on Monday. Said, should I say no to the payment and call it even for the advice and leadership from the past years is what I was asking. Heck yeah, man. If you want to do that, go for it. That sounds cool. I like it. David says, again, the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's what
sounds
he
about
used
right.
to watch. Carissa saying a device to you. You may send a percentage of the bags and towels. I'll check them for you. Service.
That's nice.
She says. Is what she meant, not device.
And
Rocky Iverson says it was my Valentine's idea for my girlfriend. Oh, very nice.
Joey.
Joey Belinsky. Hey guys, tried getting some old baked-in water spots out of the hood on our red Mini. Rupa's blue wool foam coarse compound did nothing to them. Microfiber next, or should I skip to sanding? You're probably going to hit sanding. Lightly sand. Lightly.
If you feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah. David Cervantes says,
So,
I know this isn't a detailing related, but how are things going at the rag company? No big surprises. The Henan Kingdom still stable?
feeling pretty stable.
Yeah, I mean, the company's doing awesome. We're just busy. Busy. We got the new building going up next door.
It's been going up next
I could
door.
do
It's
without
still going up.
all the
It's
construction.
probably going to be.
I think where we're all
a
at
year.
right now, we're done with the construction. And I know that sounds weird, but it's set when you pull into the rag company parking lot, right? There's things.
we
set them-
left. We left today.
Yeah, there's a
When
boulder
we were
in
going
the
to
road.
Wepa, and I had to dodge
Yeah.
falling boulders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's boulders falling. So
fun,
what
huh?
I think
It's like-
I think it's like the mood that everything is kind of torn up around everything the rag company is. It creates a sense of uneasiness.
Well, it's disorientation.
Yeah, it's messing everything up, right?
Right.
Because the big thing is that we all want to be able to bring cool cars and invite them into the lot. Our lot is a nightmare right
It's
now.
gross.
Every time they come in, you're just like, is today going to be the day that a random rock comes flying out of the...
Because it has, and so everything's good on that front. I mean, that's obviously not huge.
Yeah,
huge
what we'll do
problems.
after this, Anthony and I will go around. We'll do a quick live.
We'll do a live walk around the building.
We'll do a live on Facebook on the Rag Company podcast group, and we'll just do a live. Maybe the three of us will go wander around. We'll show you guys the property as to what's been going on.
I'll pull it up on Instagram.
So you guys can see
have it on
yeah.
Facebook.
So we'll be
thing.
tag teaming it
like an old school dumpster hang.
Yeah, just so you guys can kind of see what we got going on over on our property right now. So, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. Alex, trying to decide between the Rupo's Uno bead maker and blue wool or last cut orange LC pad and C2V3. So Rupo's Uno with bead maker and blue wool or last cut plus with orange LC pad and C2V3. Both, man, have fun with it. I think the blue wool Uno bead maker combo does the fastest. C2V3 adds a little more protection, but I don't think it gets enough between. But that is a really good combination between the two of those. That's almost dead even. Lloyd, happy Thursday, TRC crew. Wifey hooked me up with the new teal towels for my birthday, so I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to use this weekend. What applications are you guys using it for? Same things we use Eagles for.
Yeah, exterior wipe downs, quick detailings, waterless wash, cleaning off things on our vehicle that we don't want on there. You name it, man. They're Eagle Edgeless. They're still some of the finest towels available. That's amazing. That's exciting. I would be pumped to get those as a birthday gift.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. The best towels to use when you're afraid to touch something on your car that you think might scratch if you were to use any other towel. It's a good safe bet.
Han saying poets, motor plastic great on plastic wheel wells. Alex Carrillo with the Minor, be a good wheel wash towel. Yes,
Minor's
certainly
a great wash
can.
towel.
Anthony.
Speaking of Dane's special love and affinity for carpeted fender liners, what's the best way to protect them? Ragtop.
I think ragtop would be the strongest.
It would hold up to
for
more
fabric.
abuse.
Yeah, for fabric more, because it's an exterior fabric sealant.
It's designed with those
Unlike just a
conditions
normal
in mind.
carpet sealant.
It's
know
still
what's-
not going to last as long as
You
when
know
put it on
what's
the
weird,
convertible
right?
top, but-
I've started thinking things differently when it comes to fender liners, right? How much is a fender liner, give or take?
You just want to replace them. Every
Depends on what
time.
they are. They're $20.
Depends on what they are.
RockAuto.com. Picking up some plastic fender liners in the economy section.
So for example, I ordered some fender liners for the CRZ, right?
Yeah.
I paid $17 a piece.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the Elantra is about $17, $20 a piece.
When I
they
did
were
the Evo, I got I actually got a local deal, but they were brand new. I got both of them for $75, right? And those have like a full on like vents built into them and stuff like that, right? But for the carpeted fender liners, I'm curious on how much those cost, really. Because they got to be more, right? But I think that I think I would, if I bought a new car like that, where I was really particular, maybe about my fender liners, right? And let's just say, I want to keep these looking good.
Yeah.
Probably just buy a second set, or you know what I'm saying, and then swap them out eventually with time. Some people may not be that crazy.
Yeah.
People might want to protect what they have, and they can. But you know, I'm at that point where I'm starting to realize that there's certain times I spend a lot of money trying to repair
When you
or
could
like
just
protect
up
things.
replace the thing.
That like then I say, how much money did I spend on the products to do that? How much money is the product brand new?
Yeah.
Is it? It's cheaper.
Wow.
Should probably just buy a couple of those.
Okay, the Jag ones are cheaper than I would have expected.
How much are they, Dane?
Okay, if you get just plastic ones without the carpet, it's like $30. But if you get the carpeted ones, they're like $90.
Everybody buy extra fender liners for all. Everybody start stocking up.
You're welcome, Nick. And then Phil Bloomer, hi from Salisbury, UK, guys. Great last video about Levi using O&R. Did I hear right when Levi said it could be used through a Works Hydro shot as a pre-rinse? Yeah. What about the traffic film that is left?
Our favorite
That's
term.
fighting words, Phil. So, Phil, I've never seen it left over on the surface. I don't. I see contamination in the form of like particulates that are stuck that you need to clay off or you need to scrape off or things like that. But I don't see a traffic. I've never seen traffic film on that. I've seen a dirty car that I've always pre-soaked and pre-treated with some sort of cleaner, some sort of pre-cleaning agent to break that stuff up before I go and wash the surface, which I would do whether I had I was using soap or rinseless. I'd use it either way. It doesn't matter. So, for me, that's a non-item that I worry about.
Yeah.
Grant Hotry, what's the first thing you do with a brand new black LC300? Scratch it to death. Sounds awesome, Grant. Sounds like that's what you're having fun with working on today. Daniel Smith, hey, all the way from the UK. I love watching you guys. I just started a mobile detailing business. Wondering if O&R can be used as a pre-wash, and would you recommend it? You can. I use it as a pre-wash. It goes in my little container on my my little 4000 Sunjo SPX 4000. It's got a little container in the front. I pour O&R in there. I run that through the system, and it dilutes it and sprays
Or
O&R
if you
on.
just mean as a pre-soak, you can do that too.
Yeah. Brian Schwab. Hey guys, I recommend the Comic Static Pressure Washer, 1.9 GPN, perfect for washing cars, mounted on the wall. It's made in Italy. It's an awesome pressure washer.
So that's what I
think that's what
Brian.
Josh has,
that's what Josh has, and that's what Josh was talking to me about. And he said, "Hey, it's worth it. It's nice."
Yeah.
I just want to know. I mean, like, I don't know. It's a pressure washer.
You know what
Literally
pressure
has one
washer's
job. Its job is to push out good water.
You know the one that's going to outlive
good amount of water.
all of ours?
What?
Dane's.
Yeah, just because I barely use it.
Hybrid Tuff's not going to get used. That's why it's going to outlive all of us.
That's just
I'm just
called winning
waiting for
by
the
default.
day where Dane comes in and he's like, pressure wash the driveway.
Yeah.
Like, seriously? He's like, the whole thing, all the way down.
Hold on. So
the way, and then it stops working.
The Comet is not the active, right? But then there's the AR Blue that Matt sells, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is I do trust Matt, right? Matt did all the work for the pressure washers that I'll never do that, right? So I really respect that because when we first talked to him about the Karcher Cube was when we were down there several years ago. He said, yeah, I'm testing all these junk pressure washers. And he said, to be honest, I was most impressed by that little square cube one. And I said, really? That's interesting. He's like, yeah.
This is before the videos ever
And this
came
is before,
out.
yeah, he didn't even talk about this. This wasn't a video and anything. He just said, yeah. He's like, honestly, for the price, it's a pretty good little unit, right? But I can tell you the difference between using mine at home and using something like the Krenzel that we have here at work. Output's pretty big difference. I just don't know if it's $900 difference.
Correct. I don't.
Ken Jeeper here still saying active all day. So
There you go. Mark Corkum saying, hey guys, what towel applications, dryinates, wax, polishing, shouldn't be washed with others? Trying to figure out how many categories I need to segregate my towels into. So, Mark, glass towels should always be separate from anything else. Glass and final drying towels are usually that's how I mix those two together. So I say I want my final drying towels and my glass towels, I wash those together. Then all my interior dirty job towels get washed together. So they're just washed. Most of my really dirty towel jobs, I just throw them away. But my interior towels are always washed together. And then my paint, exterior polishing stuff is separate.
And the two
Bless you.
shall never meet.
So that's really how you would do it. Like for a basic one, unless Anthony's got anything else to add.
There we go. No, that's it. Krista says, I also bought a Karcher Cube. I put money in upgrading the hose and wand, right? So I think that you could totally have a pretty decent little setup with an upgraded hose and wand. I need to figure out my quick disconnects, right? And my hose is, honestly, I'm just using the stock hose.
Yeah, that's all I'm
OEM hose.
OEM hose.
And it does fine. It's just, I think an upgraded hose would be nice, right? But that's the one thing I liked about the Comet idea, right, is that they include the hose is in it. The reel is built in. But is it a good reel?
You and I need to go down
reel?
to Andy's Supply, pick up a set of custom-made 50 foot Gates brand.
I know,
hoses.
but then the thing is then you buy a nice reel.
Rag Company Blue.
But what how are you gonna put it on a reel? You're gonna hang it?
No, I'm just gonna hang it.
Tie it up on your arms, or what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Hanging around one of the wheels in the MOSHQ.
I don't know what I want. I don't want to do any of that.
All right.
Yeah,
Add a reel. Then get yourself a stock reel.
Yeah.
Auto reel.
They've
right?
got those at Andy's Supply. You pick one up.
Puts it away for me. It also unplugs my quick disconnects and then does my water and does everything for me.
Yeah.
Nick here says, Anthony, listening to you talk about pressure washers just further proves you should just bite the bullet and get the Krenzel.
Just everybody just saying, hey, spend the money. Do it. Then I do it and I tell you guys, hey, man, it was a great decision. I'm really glad I bought it, right? And then after that, like, what's next? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not. You're never going to hear me complain about pressure washers anymore.
Right, there you
So, would you rather that be the end of it, or want to keep this thing going? Next up, we'll modify Dane's. Let's get Dane's in here. How do you modify a Hyper Tuff?
You tighten all the fittings down.
We tighten all the fittings down.
I can see if Matt did a video how you modify the Hyper Tuff, he would just literally be like, all right, so we're going to start by, and then he just picks it up and throws it in the woods.
Yeah.
Graham, have you guys heard of the brand Big Boy pressure washers and car blowers? We have. Yeah. Rob Sampion, I mainly use Brake Buster, but the occasional wheels that acid is the right way to go. I got the medium strength from PNS, but I barely get a single use out of the pint sprayer. Suggestions? Yeah, Rob, you're that's how it's gonna go, man. You gotta acid eats seals, so you need to get the IK sprayers that are built and designed specifically for acids. It will destroy your seals on all your sprayers. So there are many sprayers that are just not designed for it. So I would try and get that out. So figure that out. Tokul makes different versions. IK makes different versions that are more acid resistant. But I used to get I used to get a few pulls out of the orange sprayers before they were dead, and we'd maybe go 2 cars a day before it'd kill so 8 wheels, and then it would kill a sprayer head. And so I always kept a dozen sprayer heads on, just so that every week, mostly because the acid would destroy them.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Tolkos around here.
The gold tokels are acid resistant, chemical resistant, higher chemical. So
and it's not like they're horribly expensive.
Well, people have commented about how we use those on our even alkaline products, right?
Yeah.
They hold up fine with the alkaline stuff too. It's not that bad.
It's fine.
It's sprayers are tough.
You got to remember, those sprayer heads are cheap.
Yeah.
They're only $1 to $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, well, unless you're buying a Press-All
Unless you're
sprayer
buying
head.
a Press-All, but
$15.
Christian
here
Pena,
with a
$4.99. Dude on the right knew what he was doing with his shirtless pick in the back.
So I have no control over where that
That is a
picture
signed
ends up.
copy by Anthony.
It's
of
the crew
himself.
from outside of this room right now who are responsible for placing that in the background seemingly everywhere Anthony goes.
What were they calling it? Glenn calls it the rosary. She calls it the rosary.
Always
rosary there?
watching.
So what we'll do is we've been talking about doing our garage sale, right? It's our spring cleaning sale theme that we have, where we bring out the AstroTurf, bring out the barbecue grill, right?
Start cooking
Set
up
up,
hot dogs.
go live for periods of the day, right? And we have fun things for sale, right? Like we're clearancing out things that we found in backstock, things that we've
sometimes we throw up a couple B grade boxes.
We'll throw a couple B grade boxes into the mix, and it's all kind of first come first serve. But what I'm really wanting to push for, and Thomas and Tim are going to hate me for requesting this.
Correct.
I want to get some trinkets on the website.
Right. Some of
Legitimate trinkets,
It
right?
just turns into eBay for an afternoon.
So it will. It is, but it's all in good fun, right? It's for the fans. It's for the people that really enjoy the culture. But like something like that would be hilarious. On the website, but and actually sell it. Like,
I
say,
agree,
hey, this is you can legitimately buy this.
George goes up.
Like,
we put George up for sale.
Oh, we can't sell George. George is too.
He's very high priced.
He's very high priced, but we could get some of the things
that Iron Brew bottle that's full of bead maker.
That's not Iron Brew in it.
There's no returns, right? You get what you get.
A pair of 13s Brooks that got sent to us.
I was thinking like Levi's old Fender, his smashed in Fender. Right? Well, it's actually small things. That have to be small things. So maybe Dane, do you have any extra car parts? Do you have what's left of your toilet from the Sport Trek?
No. I'm sure I got little car parts.
A piece of Dane's broken plumbing from his new house.
Love that.
We can
Nobody
throw that
wants
in there. But I'm trying to think. We have some good lore style things that
we can find some stuff.
Throw in there.
We could find some stuff. I think it'd be fun.
Barbecue hot dogs? What do you think?
We're going to hook up some hot dogs. We're going to have a little fun with it. I like it.
I mean, I've got that pink bead necktie we had from when we dropped Dreammaker. We got little things like that.
Ooh, I'm excited. I think
we
that
can do
be
some
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
So what's a good time for a spring sale like that? March?
It's
April.
hard.
We're pretty busy in March.
We're pretty busy in March. April might have to be an April.
Might be it.
An April spring cleaning.
I feel
sale.
like April could work.
Making room.
We'll think about it. But thank you, Christian. That's very nice, man. What else we got?
Rob saying, I hope you gents are incredibly well. Thank you, Rob. Glossy Bear, what's up, my dudes? Painting my garage this week. Y'all got me inspired to spruce up the aesthetics.
Good choice. You got Juan.
Hey, it's Juan. All right, so Juan, if you guys didn't know, he's at PNS this week.
Oh, yeah?
At the headquarters, doing some training, checking out, taking the tour of the place, getting to see where the fudge is packed, where the bead maker is poured, and he's been enjoying himself over there, having some fun, getting the first-hand training of everything, so he can kind of learn more about the PNS brand itself. So he's been hanging out in Hayward this week. So pretty rad. Juan, I'm hoping you're having a good time. Says, hello, guys. Nice to see you again, even though it's through YouTube. We had a blast. We're at Mobile Tech. So Grant, Saturday night is Dane's laundry night and knocks 3 times saying the person's name while visiting his friends.
What?
I don't
know what that means.
I feel
awesome.
like that is just dropped in the middle of a conversation.
Does anyone else envision Dane jamming out to the podcast outro song, eyes closed, fingers drumming on the steering wheel, before diving into his drive-through lunch? I do it every time it plays. That's awesome, Rob.
I love that he said his drive-through lunch because Rob knows that Dane now sits in his car
Avid listener,
for an hour in his domain that he builds for himself.
His mobile office.
His sauce holder, his drink holder. We really do need to get him like a tray.
Yeah.
That ledge in front of your gauge cluster, the cluster hood, all these are wonderful places.
Dean, it is so
to
haunting
put your sauces.
I'm literally trembling at hearing this, right?
Yeah.
Because if I saw my wife have all the confidence in the world with setting a sauce pack on top of like that area.
Oh, just wait, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, when I
Your
had
child
my
will do
2020
that.
Tacoma, there was a perfect ledge above the entertainment screen. And Liz and I loved using that for sauce packets. It was the exact width of a Chick-fil-A sauce packet.
Both of them dipping off of there.
That's okay. It's one thing for one person to be eating in the car, right? No, there's really no excuse for that.
She's right there with
me.
me.
But the second you have two people eating in a car in a compact space, get out. Open the doors.
So here's
I
the
don't
other
mind
thing.
eating.
Pop the trunk.
I don't mind eating in the car. I've said this, but I am a sauce-free car
sauce-free zone
for myself. When I'm a driver, I can't mess with sauces. My wife's like, you want some
sauce
ketchup
while
or something?
driving, that's
and I go,
irresponsible.
no, I'm gonna inhale this.
Yeah.
I got 3 In-N-Out burgers I need to take down.
weirdo.
We're gonna wolf them down. I'm gonna have them done in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Ready? Set,
It's always
go.
a competition with him.
She gets them ready. She gets them unwrapped and ready to go to
How
hand.
are you guys like?
Here you go.
You guys
I
touch
don't
your
enjoy
steering
that
wheel
at all.
No,
You touch
I'm
your
a one-hander
steering
steering. I drive with one hand always.
wheel. Really?
And then what I do is I hold the burger in this hand and I use tops of my knees. So I'm driving like this.
That's super dangerous.
And I'm eating.
Do you know?
Doing 90 miles
Do you
an hour
know that I don't even
coming
touch,
back from Utah?
I don't even touch my face and then touch my steering wheel.
I know.
Because
But I
I'm
also have,
afraid
like,
that
I always have a
grease-
microfiber towel.
I'm afraid that I have any oils on my face that would transfer to my steering
Yeah.
wheel, causing it to have a gleam.
That's
a
true.
shine
What,
to
That's
it.
what I
what-
love about
And
this
that's a
whole
good segue for
paranoia-
Color Lock mild leather cleaner.
I
Works
don't
great
have
to
to do
remove
that all the time.
But brings the pH
And
back
I
to
just-
neutral on the steering wheel.
I just want to not deal with any of that crap.
What I love
and not
about
have
this
food in the
paranoia,
car.
though, is that the person who is most capable of easily handling it and fixing
Yeah,
it
it's me.
is the most terrified of causing it in the first place.
Dean,
I thought you meant I was a good driver
Dean.
when I'm
No,
eating.
that was
No.
totally separate.
I just don't. I don't
just
want
fixed
to. I
your
don't
fender a
want to
month
have to
ago.
deal with that, right? I don't want to
Wasn't my
have to.
fault.
I already had enough stuff going on. I don't want to have to think about it, right? Because the thing is, I just restored the steering wheel on the CRZ. I told you guys I did that, right? It's all black and perfect, right? The other day, I had an itch on my face, right? And I was like,
Oh, man.
You know, you
Trying to
could
get
keep
it,
a
right?
microfiber towel in your pocket,
I didn't
door
have
pocket.
one on me, right?
Wipe your fingers
I
off
kind of
there.
like went like this, right? But then I went to go grab the steering wheel and I touched my area, and I was like, oh my god. I have
poor
to now
OCD.
restore the steering wheel once again. I have to strip all the black off that I've added and completely. No, not really, but
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I just don't like greasy steering wheels when
Yeah.
it comes
Well,
to
no,
like,
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's what the napkins are for.
yeah, I know, right?
My
Nick just
first-
came on and said, wait for his
Tony.
first road trip with
my
Lucy.
first road trip with my daughter is going to look a lot different than what you guys are going to think, right?
Oh no, I can't wait.
My favorite is when
So,
she's going to have
kid
an
starts
explosion
dropping
on the
stuff
side
in
of the
car,
road.
and he has to pull.
You're
going
going to have to clean that up.
That's fine.
It's going to be in the seat.
It's going to be a
And upper
clash
back in the
between
car seat. It's
his
gonna happen,
hatred
though.
of mess
gonna
in the
happen.
car and his love for his daughter.
Your
The
wife's
two are
gonna be like,
gonna
"We're driving
battling
down
it
to
out.
Belize."
Which is going to win, guys? Take your bets now.
I'll prepare for that. Have you guys ever heard of plastic drop cloths?
You're going to need it. You're going to need to do that.
The inside of his car is going to look like an old lady's house.
I literally, Hadley
Everything
exploded.
just
Her
covered in
friends that
clear
she's all going to get in the
plastic.
car. Why is your dad so weird? He has all this plastic wrap all over
Just
everything.
sit on the seat
right?
like,
Yeah.
Hadley
Hadley had a
your parents
blowout.
about that movie about that show Dexter.
Yeah. Hadley had a blowout once on the way down to Utah.
Tony, Anthony,
Cleaned everything, threw it in a bag, and threw it off the side of the road. Put her in new clothes, everything,
to.
and just. I was like, that's not riding in the car with us.
is
I
littering
threw it
it. That is bad.
Anyway,
Tony,
Anthony, I have a Comet pressure washer. I absolutely love it. I'm sure you will too. Don't wait to get it. I consider it the poor man's Krensla.
I know, but like that's the thing. Do I want the poor poor man's Krensla. I am a budget guy, right? I think we've already, I have a certain level of jankiness that I appreciate in life, right?
You have a sense of perfectionism, but it's mixed with your constant need to find that deal.
It's a good deal, but it's also kind of like it grounds me. The jankiness, right?
You're towing the line into perfectionist territory, but only insofar as you can get it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm weird. But
what are you going to do?
what are you going to do, man? What are you gonna, I just know if I bought the Krenz, that'd be the last pressure washer I'd ever buy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have to ever buy it again.
I'm saying.
They have to maintenance it.
Yeah.
Do an oil change on those things?
Yeah.
I have to change the oil on enough things, man. Like, I don't want to maintenance that, too.
Well, now that you know how to do it,
there
it's
you
so
go.
much easier.
Graham Marshall, Thursday night and Friday night are laundry night, and after this Q&A this evening, I'll be emptying the machine and putting the washing out on an air. Nice. Glossy Bear, that song for the IK sprayer promo is the vibes. Adam Hancock, after using CTV3, do the application towels or drying towels need to be washed immediately to prevent sealing of the fibers? Yes. Do you guys have the Ava pressure washers in the USA? I don't know. We should check it out.
Not familiar with those ones.
Mike C says, great video, Levi, on testing the limits of O&R. I showed that video to a friend, and he was so astonished that he almost fell out of his chair. Good thing I was there to say him. Awesome, Mike.
That's why we do
Nice,
it.
we do it.
That's why.
Do it for reactions like
Dane.
that.
I had a Milano Pink Del Sol Trans Top UK VTI 2 B16.
Oh,
That is awesome,
Johns.
Joe.
Nice.
You know what you're talking about.
dang. Milano Pink, my favorite.
Oh,
I think
that's so good.
single stage
Yeah.
Milano red at that time.
So good. Okay.
Dane's SVX. Anthony.
Dane, please take me back. I heard you recently sold a vehicle and have room for me again.
Oh, man,
no.
how awesome would that be if Dane...
Dude.
Let's do that. I want people to hunt down Dane's SVX. In what color blue was it?
It was Laguna Blue. It was that
I know,
blue.
that's
That
what I'm
is
saying.
the car.
What's the year?
It was in 94.
1994 Subaru SVX in Laguna Blue.
So, and you'll know
LSI
it stains.
trim level.
You'll know it stains if
LSI.
you can find any sauce stains on his
Right, sauce packet
on his
stains.
center
Incorrect.
Because Dane will buy it back. If the price is right, he will buy it back. But I want our reach, our audience, a worldwide audience, please fill up the group chat, the group posts on Facebook, on SVXs that you find on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay Motors, wherever you find. I want everybody to go out there. It's a challenge. I want us to try and find Dane's car.
I can't wait till all these people hunt my personal data.
Oh, they will.
And I want to get this because I want Dane to be able to buy. How great would that be?
Man.
Beautiful.
$2,500. Dane can buy back his
reunited.
car.
That is the downside, is
And
SVX
Dane's like-
is never really
And
appreciated.
Dane's like, man, I got my SVX back. Guys, this is literally the one I found it. Like,
That's crazy.
And he's got it. He's got room for it in the
For
garage.
what it was, though, it was a great car, and I do
I
miss
think
it.
you would.
I
I
genuinely
think,
miss it.
I think you would love it again.
My problem is that would be
excited.
too many cars in my driveway.
No,
I like the diversity.
it's all right. You can just park it here. You've already got 2 cars parked here.
I've got a classic car, I've got a luxury sports car, and I've got a right-hand drive van. If I just get another car...
Well, you got the Elantra too, the GT.
Well,
Grand
that- but that's
Touring, the Grand
Liz's,
Touring
that's not
Elantra.
mine. But I understand.
Bobby Dazzler. Hello again. Oh, hello all. I have a Macon GTS with the black wheels. Using Power Clean 3-to-1 and O&R to maintain. We'll be coating with gloss coat. Is it okay to use PNS brake buster to wheel clean, O&R, paint prep, and gloss coat? Yeah, you totally can. Yeah, go for it.
Alexander M. Bachman says, try panel wipe from G-Technic. Should pull it.
Panel wipe removes everything.
What were we talking about?
I don't know what we were talking about.
I don't know
But
what that
thanks.
was
Who
about.
knows,
Thanks,
man.
Alex.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Alex.
it, man.
Moving on, we have Dane's SVX says, also, one other question.
I like
have
the
some
new photo.
mystery
I like the new
stains from
photo
my
he
high
just
school
changed.
Years.
You're using
Soda
more-
chips, oil, etc. on my... Oh, my God, it is.
Oh,
That's at your
no.
parents' house.
Yeah.
There's the what's it called?
Yeah, there's the front of it.
On my
Oh,
carpet,
no.
any tips on how to properly clean it? Drill brush.
I like that
would
it's a new
say-
profile pic.
Yeah, I would say Dane's SVX, a little bit of Tri-Clean from G-Technic would do
Tri-Clean
you
will
good.
work out great.
Oh, my goodness. Are we on page... We're on page 1 now.
Thank
Wow,
God.
we've caught up. Oh, no. When
Dane's
does this have to
snack
be
is
the
the
next
Valentine's Day
comment?
brunch special at the
Oh, no. Moving on.
Dennis
Dennis.
just finished putting new valves in the bathroom
Dennis
faucet.
Davis.
I'd rather be watching you guys. Thank you, Dennis.
All
Did
right.
you say Dennis Davis save us?
That's awesome.
I'm a poet. What can I say? All right,
Ron Iotti. Hello, Levi, Dane, and Anthony. Uno and CTV3 is a killer combo. It is. It works great. David Cervantes, we used to take the carpet wheel liners out of used cars and rinse them till the Worcester was clean at my old job. Till the water was clean. There you go.
Yeah.
Christopher Prywe. Something I've always had an issue with. How can I remove the white residue left on stone chips or bug etching when cutting and polishing? IPA won't remove it. O&R will. Yeah, a little O&R. Yeah. I'll take care of it. Joey Belinsky. Thanks, guys. Working on a black Yaris this weekend that hasn't been washed in 3.5 years after driving across the country. Pray for me. That's gross.
Got to have some interesting
That's
dirt
going to be
on
gross.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also, we don't need to rush because we are on page 1 here. We can take our time
gross.
with these now.
All right. Eric Steele. I got to meet Eric at Mobile Tech.
Nice.
What's up, TRC crew, Levi and Anthony? Back in the day, what were the very first detailing products you ever used? Pro products. That was the first. That was the first professionally, like at the car wash that we used because we had Albert who distributed Pro for BAF Industries.
Was that like a truck that came through, or
it was a trailer?
A trailer.
And he had a truck with a trailer and all his. It was like Tom's trucks, but it was done up.
But in trailer.
But he sold Pro. Now, I would use Pro there, but when I was a kid, my dad used to buy Bates Auto Beauty, which was PNS products.
Bates.
And Spike Bates would rebrand them. He didn't rebrand them. He made them white label a brand for him here locally called Auto Beauty, Bates Auto Beauty, and he would sell products. And so my dad always had Bates Auto Beauty products in the garage at our house, and he also had some Pro products that we'd buy. So that was what I had as a kid. So, Anthony.
So I think probably as a kid, my dad had, old cans of Mothers. He had cans of some Mcguire stuff. He had some Zymol and things like that. But I think that probably the oldest stuff, I think he still has a can of Mother's Metal Polish, but like the original font.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like 80s, whatever the heck it was, 70s, 80s. Like there is some old stuff.
I think we could go to my dad's garage and still find some of the old.
My dad's got
an old bottle of
Mother's
Bates Auto Beauty wax.
Yeah, it's just, like around my age, right, when I was a teenager getting into waxes and stuff like that, that's right when the Mcguire's Tech Wax 2.0 came out, right? It was that purple bottle. You could buy it at a store, right? It was a synthetic wax, right? That's when they started pushing a lot of the synthetic stuff. And that was one of the first wax I used. It's still staying trim, keep that in mind, right? But it had more sealant style properties because it was a polymer wax. But they still sell it to this day, and it was just so funny because I was like, "Man, this is it, right? This is polymer wax, right?" And so my friends were still rocking cleaner wax, right? And we would go to wax my friend's Mustang. My friend Randy is Mustang, where he's out there using a cleaner wax, and he's like, "Yeah, do you try this one?" And I said, "No, I use this purple bottle right here. Tech wax, it's high tech." Pretty
very nice. I like that.
Pretty cool. Then I follow up with a wash and wax.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
man.
Keeps it protected. Keeps it going. As my Honda Civic is the most scratched thing in the world, right?
I always loved watching. We'd have these import kids roll up to the car wash. They'd go to the self-serve. They wouldn't bring them through the wash itself.
That's always
they'd
kind
pull
of
up to those 3 self-serve bays over there, and they'd each pull into one, and then they'd all wash their cars. But they'd be out there scrubbing with the brush, scrubbing everything, and then they'd drive off. But none of them ever had like real exhausts.
No.
They had the coffee can tip.
Yeah.
So they all sounded like a little swarm of bees as they'd roll out.
Which gas station or which?
Right here, down here, Mainstream. That's where I was. The light
used to be like
may have been me and my boys.
Well, you would have been like 10.
Yeah,
so
no, it wouldn't have, it
was your predecessor.
I didn't necessarily
like
use
19.
the brush. I used the brush on the wheels because my dad taught me that. But I did take my own sponge and my own bucket type of thing.
That's smart.
Right?
Yeah,
but it was a sponge.
Right. That's okay.
Because what would happen
using the brush.
is the mitt. Right. I was one of those guys as a kid. I was the kid that didn't wash the mitt. right? I washed everything else, my towels, all that would get dried, and done, but I never washed my mitt.
Yeah.
Because I felt like when I washed my mitt, it would collect all the lint. But when, that was back
Can't have that. Just
my dad would be like, I got you this new wool mitt. The wool is really good.
merino wool.
It's great, but when you wash it with cotton, what happens? Balls up. Gets all nasty.
So Eric works for KCX now. So welcome to
Really?
the
Eric,
crew,
congratulations. That's great, man.
Dino, today I saw a post on 9gag of pants called Sloppy Somethings that have built in some kind of rag. You have Velcro jeans cover over the rag. Dane, this would bring your car eating to another level. So it's like Velcro on the pant legs, and then you take a towel and you stick it over. It sticks to the Velcro. So now you've got your little tray catch-all, so to speak.
But I'm already so particular. Even without that, I feel like I've honed the skill. I can do the thing.
Dean, I just can't
I've eaten in many a car, and sauce has not seen the carpet.
I can't stand the thought. I can't stand it.
Alex Dewar says, resist the urge to buy a new pressure washer. I love the rants. Alex,
I appreciate that.
After applying CTV3, how long should I wait before getting it wet? And can you apply Dreammaker on top? If yes, how long after?
CTV3 is usually good after about a day or so. I mean, heck, you can even meet with a couple hours depending on how long it's been. Dreammaker, probably the next day for the best results. Because I'd say the same thing about Beadmaker. If you could wait a day, that'd be ideal.
You want to let it sit for a little bit.
Yeah, set up.
Rob, IK sprayer for acid. Check. Thanks, Levi. How would you recommend neutralizing acid again? Water. Water. 1 in the morning. Happy Friday Eve. My dad's truck got yellow road paint on his carpeted fenders. What is the best plan of attack to get rid of it? Thanks in advance, Anthony. Can't wait to see you in the strongest man contest.
The strongest.
So yellow road paint on his carpet fenders. You might as well buy new ones.
Can
You can pressure wash them and they may come off. Short of grabbing a razor blade and
see, this is what I'm talking about, though, right? Fender liners, right?
Yeah.
How much is it going to cost how much of your time is it going to cost to spend there doing it? Fender liners are easy to replace. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, right?
It's usually just a few little
It's 5
buttons.
to 10 pop clips that come out, slides right in. I just think that's so much. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably just buy new ones. Find out how much they are, Juan.
Yeah.
JD, a black small handkerchief that comes with towels. Can that be used to clean glasses? Yes, that's what it's
actually
for.
the entire purpose.
That's what that's for. Those are our lens cloths. Enjoy them.
They're good on jewelry like watches or glasses
Or your cell phone.
and cell phone screens in particular. Those get all smudged.
I keep
up.
them in my. I keep one in my kit that I keep my sunglasses in. So when I pull my sunglasses out, I can clean them, put them on, take these off, and I give them a little clean, throw them in there.
Also, once they get dirty enough, you just clean them with water. You can use a little soap if you want to. It doesn't have to be a bunch. Then just get the soap out of it through smudging it until you have
the rinse is
cloth
clean.
again. Yeah.
Anthony Dane's SVX. I remember those dash sauce days.
Oh man.
Tony, Anthony, I have my Comet paired with the MTM SG28 and PFM 22, and it's amazing. Also, the built-in reel is great, and the hose is great. It's light, it bends well, it doesn't kink, and I've had mine for 5 years. Awesome,
5
man.
years?
It's impressive.
Wow.
Ron
Really,
Iotti.
Tony? You're not pulling my leg here. You've had that Comet for 5 years, and it hasn't let you down once, and the hose is still good.
Yeah. Seems like it.
That's
what he said.
pretty good.
It's impressive.
It
5
is.
years is a good time.
5 years?
Yeah. We're coming up on that on ours.
Okay.
Ron Iotti, Anthony, saying he touched his area. Sounds pornographic.
Oh my gosh.
Grant, Anthony, get a Karcher K3 compact and hose extension. The K3 compact runs that K7 motor.
Which is the K3
very
compact?
nice.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
The one it's the $1,000 one, not the $1,300, $1,600
I
one.
have to check it out. Dane's
to look.
SVX.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm Laguna Blue. Find me. I love that.
Oh man. Oh. Grant Hawtree. If Dane gets his SVX back, I'm buying him a cheese cutter hat, tall white socks, and sandals.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm also, if I ever found it and bought it again for some insane reason,
Just think how mean that would look.
I
with
would
set of
convert it
Koenigs
to a
on
6-speed. That would be my big contribution. Wakes that car right up. All right. Decon Detailing. I was listening to the podcast and set my phone down on my wife's car. I forgot I placed it on the windshield and foamed over the phone along with the car. Whoops.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
The only downside, your phone's probably fine, but now you missed the spot.
Decontaminated his phone.
Decontaminated. Phil Bloomer, hey guys. And take on board what Levi said about O&R and traffic film. My bad. What would you guys say is the best spray wax in QD with protective qualities after a wash with O&R? Honestly, Beadmaker is the easiest, fastest, best you can do.
Does everything you're looking for there.
You really can't.
It really does.
With it.
Yeah. See you again.
Look at that new photo. The pictures.
New photo. I love this.
They're just digging through my old albums now.
See you again, Dane.
Dane, are those public or private albums?
Dual.
I thought they might have been amongst friends only, but apparently I had them public. That's not a great sign.
Dual prints. Good evening, fellas. Always waiting to watch your Q&As from the Netherlands. Awesome.
Right on, man. Thank you.
All right.
Alex, when are the black hoodies going to be for sale? They should be getting added to the site either
soon.
as of right now or pretty soon.
Pink hoodies, right? So they are a unisex hoodie, right?
Yeah,
so
the pink's on there.
So you can be a guy and totally rock those totally.
No.
That was kind of a surprise to us, right?
Well, we ordered them a while ago. We've been waiting for the amount of stock. There was a big shortage of hoodies from the company. So we had to wait till they had enough to order because we wanted to it sucks because we placed this order pre-winter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hard one. But anyway,
point
is they're here. They're there. They will be on the site shortly. So Grant Hawtrey, Dane sucks on his food to stop food crumbs falling, as in known to eat like a duck. Oh, he goes.
What?
Oh,
their sizes are completely incompatible.
Keeps the crumbs.
Gosh, Dane.
Prince Car Care.
Roasted here.
Good evening, fellas. Happy weekend from the Netherlands. Always loving to listen and watch your Q&As. So that's Dual Prince and then Prince Car Care. Thanks, man.
Explains the dual. There's two.
Yeah, two Prince.
Wow.
Danny Zamudio says, hey guys, hope all is well. Does a car has to be dry in order to clay bar? Also, what's your guys' favorite wax paste? Gonna wax my car manually since I don't have the funds to buy polisher. So, Danny, I guess the best way to answer your question here is a car doesn't have to be dry in order to clay bar, but it has to be clean, right? You want to make sure you're working with a clean surface, whether it's wet or dry. It needs to be clean, right? So you need to wash it and then immediately go into clay.
Lubrication with clay is generally advisable.
So you want to use some type of quick detail or some type of clay lubricant, right? Koshikami has a clay spray. There's lots of different clay lubricants out there. Or you can use soap and water as your clay lubricant. And then once you finish that up and rinse the car, wash the car, whatever you want to do, and then dry it, following up with your favorite wax. It can be a number of different things, but if you want to stick with a paste wax, I think the Kosh Chemi paste wax is really, really good. You can also use an over-the-counter, off-the-store shelf paste wax. In terms of, you want to do it manually since you don't have the funds to buy a polisher. Wax will add a little bit of shine, some gloss, and things like that, but it won't necessarily replace what a polisher can do. So I guess in that case,
you can get a glaze or
you can get a glaze or like a how else can
liquid,
you sheet that?
some sort of liquid
like
wax,
an all-in-one, something like that.
One of those will work.
They're just hiding the imperfections rather than actually removing them for the time being.
Does that make sense? I hope he understands. But then what do we have? We have
Ragnar Rules.
Good
afternoon, TRC crew. What conditions call for PNS Epic and Paint Gloss, as their usage seems familiar? Thanks. Oh, and touch my camera through the fence. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Epic is a waterless wash. Paint Gloss is actually a quick detailer and light dust cleaning agent. So you're going to wash dirt and grime off with Epic. You're going to do dusting, basically. You want to maybe wash the car, or you washed it, then you drove it to a car show, and you need to wipe it down. You can use Epic, but you don't have to. You can use PNS Paint Gloss. Paint Gloss isn't going to have the encapsulation. It'll have the same encapsulation, but it won't have emulsification that Epic has. Epic actually breaks down dirt. Paint Gloss just lifts it from the surface and put it in a new towel. So
it's a matter of severity.
Yeah. Danny Zamuda says, after waxing my car, is it okay to add Beadmaker? Those thoughts?
Yes,
can if you
absolutely
want to.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons we liked Beadmaker originally, was it worked on top of both coatings and waxes in many cases.
Jimmy Moto says, shop cleanup after my Belize vacation, and I found a gang of baby eaglets in a box. What the heck do I use these towels for? Put them in your customers' cars. Honestly, put them with a business card. Put them in your customers' cars if you want.
A gang? How many is in a gang?
I don't know.
Maybe use them for cleaning off. I like them for.
I just give them to customers.
Gauge clusters.
They're great for that.
They're great for gauge cluster cleaning.
Prince Car Detail. Car Care. Dual is not an easy name in the Netherlands. Sounds much better in the USA. Dual. Yeah.
Dual.
Tony, I'm totally serious, Anthony. No BS. I'm detailing out of my house. Hasn't skipped a beat.
5 years on a comment.
Yeah.
That
pretty
gives
impressive.
Me hope.
Yeah.
That
was the last one.
With that reel. That's my biggest thing, right? Is having that reel built in, ready to rock and roll.
Ooh. I'd like a reel. I would like a reel.
Would you like a reel?
I would like a reel with 50 feet of hose because I only use the stock barely 20 feet of it. Not even 20 feet. I feel like it feels like it's 12 feet. So, but yeah, no, I need a bigger hose because I want to be able to wash my whole driveway. That's something I don't get to do right now.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm looking forward to. I also like to be able to go clean my whole house, wash my house off. It needs it. It's ready for it.
Needs a bath.
I'm thinking what I'm going to do next time. Wash the house. Easy coat it.
The house?
I got vinyl siding.
Oh yeah, that would work pretty well. Yeah, so you could do that.
A little protection, little gloss, little water repellency.
Do it.
Might be all right.
Do it. Yeah, get out there. So that's really it, guys. It's been a great Q&A Thursday. It's kind of went by fast, went by slow, maybe in a couple different areas, but regardless, we always have fun, right? Hopefully Dane will be out of his funk and into a better...
Nothing worse than a funky Dane. Also, make sure that you guys head on over to our... Facebook and Instagram here in a little bit, so that
everybody's trying to sell me this stupid comment.
Yeah, they all want you to
really
buy it.
is.
Even Brodel's like, "Hey, bro, I'm over here standing in the
telling you, holding a comment outside your window saying, "Hey, you should probably go buy this."
They're gonna start showing up your house.
Dude, they're gonna just beat me up after working if I don't put my order in at Access Garage.
Go on over to the Rag Company Instagram. Go on over to the Rag Company group on Facebook. We're gonna go live here in a little bit after we go to the bathroom. We'll run outside. We'll do a little tour so you guys can see what's going on. And Dane, take us home.
All right, so I got a couple notes here before we go. Number one, the Rag Company group on Facebook has had a little name change, in case you didn't notice. It was originally about the podcast, but over time it's kind of become broader than that. We've got a lot of stuff going on, everything from detailing to garage stuff to cars to whatever, and I wanted the name to reflect that. So I kind of broadened it out, and this way more people will see it. Hopefully more people want to join, so that's a fun thing to add in there. Also, by the way, go join it if you haven't. It's just a party in there, that's all it is, and it's a great place to find out what's going on here as well, but also hang out with all your favorite crew you see here in the Q&A. They're all fun people. You know you want to hang out. Like-minded folks. So, that is it for that. Now, thank you so much for watching. We're going to go do our live out in the parking lot, show you just what's going on around this place.
Our craziness.
On Instagram and on Facebook, so look forward to that. We will catch you later. Have a great weekend.
See you guys!